All right. It's the Litt Network. This is Duke Desdoon.
And your girl Tony Dominique, and we are here. We're lit and we're great because this is the best thing to do with your Monday night. In case you
Absolutely.
didn't know.
Happy Monday, people. So, you know what I was thinking over the weekend? We need like a Monday motivation, like when we open up, like we need like a Monday,
Let's work on it.
yeah, like a Monday motivation. Get the week started. You
It
know what I
can't
mean?
be. It's got to be called something like super lit about it though. Like it can't just be like Monday motivation. That's too like cliche.
Okay. What we gonna do? We're gonna be what lit talk. Nah,
No, because we already have a lit
we got a
conversation.
lit conversation, but we
Right.
need something. We got to
We're gonna figure it
y'all
out.
help us. Y'all help us.
If y'all,
You know.
we're gonna be a little motivated. We're gonna have like
Yeah.
a Duke motivation and a Tony Dominique motivation. We'll give y'all two. We're gonna hit y'all with a double hitter on Monday.
A
But
double
we
hitter,
we need to know
a
what to
two
call it.
hitter.
So if y'all are out there listening, y'all following us on our Facebook, I mean, let us know what we should call our little motivational Monday madness pickup, whatever. Hit
I
us up
like
and
that
let us
Monday Madness. I like that. I like that. I like that. That Monday Madness. I like that.
know. Monday madness.
What's the Monday Madness? And it could be like the your pet peeve or your complaint or something, right? Huh?
But that sounds like it's bringing something down if we're gonna complain.
You know what I'm saying? But it's motivational too. At the same time, you're complaining because at the end of the day, you got to express. You need an outlet.
It's like a Monday
Yeah,
event.
yeah, the Monday vent.
No,
Okay, we working. We working with something. We cooking. We almost cooking with fish grease in a minute.
almost. It ain't
Almost.
hot yet.
No, not yet.
When you put the flour in it, don't sizzle. It just
Just a
That's
little
it.
water. I listen. I saw my grandma do the water. Side note.
water.
So, but I didn't know the water ratio to the heat. I
So you
almost burnt
tried to
shit
put-
up. I almost
You
burnt
almost
shit
fell.
up. I almost burnt the whole
You were just
fucking.
dumping a whole cup.
What? What?
Who put a whole cup in some oil? Duke, raise your hand.
But I just, my hands was too. Just a little sprinkle. You supposed to put a little sprinkle on it, but I doused it. It was crazy. But anyway.
You probably got a whole handful instead of like the sprinkles off your fingers. You just
Yeah, kind of like it
cut
was
it
like a
too
little
much.
mild puddle, and I just
slung it in.
the fuck are you doing, you little badass? Get away from here! You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was that
Oh,
little
my
kid.
God.
I mean, that's just the type of kid I was. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell. I really see it in you.
Yeah.
You used to try to
Yeah.
do some things that just wasn't really what you were supposed to be doing just because you thought you was watching a little too hard.
Yeah. I was very
Hey,
attentive.
we got one, the Monday mixer.
The Monday mixer. Okay, I like that. I like that. What else we got? Oh,
Hey, you feel
Hey,
that? The
you know-
Monday mixer?
hey, I like that. You like that Monday mixer? Okay.
We'll test
Monday
that out
mixer.
for a little
Monday
while.
mixer. How
See
that
work.
right? Monday mixer. Monday. Okay, Monday mixer.
You gotta feel it in your
I gotta
vibe.
feel it. I got my. If it don't, it got to kind of move my spirit a little bit. Should we have Monday in it? Should it just be top of the week something? Should we have the Monday in it? Should Monday be in it? Is it mandatory that Monday should be in it?
I don't know. Like if you're talking about the top of the week, like I mean, some people think Sunday's the top of the week.
See that? So now we getting technical.
It's just really.
You feel what I'm saying? Now
really
we getting
just-
deep. Now we digging deep.
It
So-
really just depends.
So what really what we gonna figure it out. We ain't gonna hold up all our air time for that. But this is Duke Desdoon. This is the Litt Network.
What you do this weekend? Because
Oh,
you're
man.
confused.
Oh no, I mean shit. Let me see. I had a show Saturday. Well, did the midnight show Saturday at the Atlanta Comedy Theater, and Sunday, me shout out to Kathy Woods, Uptown, my man Malcolm, the manager up in Uptown. Shout out to them. I went up to Uptown and did Kathy Woods did an improv battle, and honestly, it was me, Greg Langford against Daphne. I'm sorry, not Daphne, Destiny, and I forgot the other young lady. And they won. We were the blue team. They were the black team. They won. Honestly, we were funny. We were extremely funny. Me and Greg Langford, he's an OG guy, and he's very good in comedy. He's strong in the comedy game. And I came with my shit. I hate it
Came with your A
I
game.
came with my shit. But
And what happened?
they brought more fans. So
Oh,
know,
when you do those type of things, you do.
they
It's
brought
based
more
on who
fans.
you
They
have
brought
there.
they had the house kind of swayed in their favor, and It was two girls versus the two guys. We the blue team, they were the black
Girls
team.
bring more people with
And
them.
they, that's right. And I say this all the time, fellas. When we saying, hey, come support your fellow whatever, if they a pastry chef and they're in a pastry competition, like support them. Just hearing your 4, 5, 6, 7 cats with screaming your name, that makes me feel good. That makes the whole situation that's what we doing it for. Don't wait till we get to a certain level and then be like, oh, ooh, now you hitting the line, Like, I don't have to change my number. I could just block you now. So I don't need, I go out. And I'm going to still show up to the cookout, like getting my plate, because I probably paid for the cookout.
You paid for the cookout.
You see what I'm saying? When you get up there, then you be like, something say, I'm about to have a birthday. You know what? Pay for it. I'm going to pull up. Stun on you right quick.
You Jay-Z.
Yeah, I'm going to stun on you right quick.
Pay for you.
I'm going to drop
or
the
Or you going to
cojones.
be like Russell when he, paying the baby mamas that getting scholarship.
You see what I'm saying?
Just doing random stuff just because you can.
Yeah. I mean, why not? I'm going to do what you say you would do when you hanging in the barbershop. Nigga, I hit the lottery.
You 50 Cent petty.
I'm a shit on niggas in that way. Not even being like, not going to the VIP or none of that. Because I have a secret idea of wanting to have a certain something. So not even wanting to play on that level. I want to be the guy supplying that whole entertainment aspect. Yeah, you go and enjoy that. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, I just feel like we need to level up. That's how we need the boss status type shit.
Boss mode.
I mean, why not?
I mean, yeah. I say go big or go home. They always say that. Don't sit there in a little mini
come on,
pedal when you can swim in the ocean. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm with you. I'm
Come
feeling
on.
you.
Please feel this
eye
energy.
to eye. I'm feeling you.
Please feel this energy, because
I'm
that's
feeling
what anything outside that don't make sense. Like, I want to be in a position where I can't do my own laundry. I'm too busy for this. This is beneath me.
I respect that because
Like, I don't want to do laundry no more. I don't want to cut grass no more. Listen.
I tell everybody I want to be at the level where I don't even have to wash myself. Somebody comes in and gives me a bath. Like,
That's what I'm talking about. Like, grab. I'm not going to get explicit, but do your thing.
Clean me up.
Exceptionally well.
You look like you looking for a happy ending after that.
If you act right, things could go well.
I don't want no happy ending. I just want like how Jeju, they have the ladies that scrub you down, like those cleaning.
I don't know how I don't think as a man, I don't think we rap like that. I don't think a man can
They got a man side. So
I ain't about to have no men, no.
In Jeju, there's a man side and there's
you about to have a man wash you?
There's dudes that do it.
No, you lying. Tell me they ain't doing that in Jeju.
They're on the men's
side. They got
side,
men washing men in Jeju.
Yeah, the women wash the women on the women's side. The men wash the men on the men's side.
Y'all wildin'.
I've never been in there. This is just from the things that I've researched and spoke to the men that be in there.
I can't believe y'all out here. Out there in Duluth, they got niggas washing. Oh, no. I can't.
It's like
that's why I ain't never
Asian
been.
dude.
And I done had a few.
You don't have to. That's an extra service. You don't have to pay for it. Like that's something that you be like, look, you know what?
But you can have a lady though, if you want. You can have a lady.
No, you can't.
You can't select what you want.
No,
they're just throwing a nigga. No, that's bullshit.
There's two separate. As far as the naked part of it all, there's two separate sides.
Okay.
The men's side,
right.
Men do naked things in the men's side. There's a
that
women's
don't even
side.
sound right.
Women do naked things in the women's side.
That don't even.
And then y'all can come together,
co-nakedness.
but the only way y'all can come together, y'all gotta put on clothes.
No, we gotta be co-naked. We
The
gotta be
common
co-naked.
area you gotta have on clothes.
No, so you can only be naked with your own kind.
Yes.
That's crazy. they forcing. They're forcing. They doing.
Well,
something
they say it's a European thing. They say it's a European thing that most European men do it. And I see whole families in there. When I go, I see the husband, the wife, the kids.
European men are kind of like almost the destruction for a lot of shit. So.
But I'm just saying, there's
we're not
gonna
take
families.
their standard on how to do some shit.
There's whole families.
Yeah, European men, fuck that shit.
Little kids, little babies, teenagers, like this. It's whole families that go in there.
That's kind of weird.
It doesn't interrupt my flow because I go in, get my jacuzzi, get my sauna. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me.
I'm cool on that. I'd rather get my personal, you know what I'm saying, and then get that, get them. I'm cool, and then we good. You know what I'm saying? Co-mingling with same sex, and I can only be naked. Now, if everybody run around just swinging and just on some,
that sounds like more of a nudist colony type thing that you need.
All right, but that's well balanced because I can see women in it. But I ain't trying to be naked around my face. We just chilling. Like, boy, that nigga Kobe, boy, 824 just passed. That was Kobe Day.
You ain't trying to sit in
the
hot
chilling.
tub.
I'm talking about nuts clean out. Like we just, yo, check it. Check this out. You know, like, nah. Nigga might be in there with a barbell just naked. Bro, I'm telling you. But when we get over there with the ladies, we put our clothes on. You know what I'm saying? He hitting the barbell. Like, I'm telling you, when we get by the ladies, we put our clothes on. Boy, she gonna love me tomorrow. Nah.
I mean, I've never been on the dude side. I don't know what they do on the dude side fully. I just know what I've, asked a couple of men. I met this one couple or whatever, and so I asked them. I was like, yo, like, is the male side just like the women's side? We got da 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 da. And I was like, do y'all have that over there? He was like, yeah, we have this, we have that. It's pretty much the same outline. So I've never, physically watched it happen. I've never seen another dude get washed by another dude. But I know that I thoroughly enjoy my good body washing scrub. They scrub
you
up
get
all
a woman or a man?
A woman.
So why I can't get a woman though?
Because it's probably like a liability issue. That way,
Not that, but
nobody is feeling like.
Thing. So how is not a lot with this Atlanta? You got men on men love going on, so that's not a liability. What if a man feel me up wrong? I feel like, hold on, fella. Where's that extremity going?
No, it's no different than the locker room. When you go into the locker room, you can't go in the women's locker room just because you just feel like being
I know, but if I'm getting a massage.
The massage is not in the same.
First thing, this is you don't understand something. A massage is intimate.
That's not a massage. It's a whole bath. No. It's a bath.
When you massage someone, that's intimate, right? I'm naked. I'm down to my nothing. You on me. Your spirit is going through like you on me. I don't want no man's spirit commingling with my spirit. You all in my bubble. You on my body.
You know what? Pineapples.
Let a lady come rub me down. This spot is for ladies to rub down on.
We gonna play the first song.
J-Ju. Y'all need to get y'all shit together.
I can see where it is going. The first song is Wavy Gang, Hoodie.
Oh, what up, Wavy?
Yeah. Wavy back in this motherfucker, nigga. I'm back in the stool, nigga. Yeah, y'all already know how we do, though. Hey, look, I put the hoodie on, a nigga in disguise. Smoking cookie pack got me in the sky. These niggas sneak dissing, they be telling lies. I think these niggas mad cause young nigga fly. All about that action, I've been pistol packing. Lee told me no lacking, we can get it cracking. Kilos out here bipping, home been water whipping. They say I'm acting different, blame it on the chicken. Wavy in this bitch, I've been going crazy. Dropping for the gram in my DMs daily. Bitches on my line feel like they trying to play me. Little baby trying to come through and come fuck with the wavy. I know my family got me, trying to be in the trap. Say Queesia hit my line like where them bitches at. Hitters said they still here, we got a double back. I said it is good, bro, pull back up, I gotta get my strap. I throw the hoodie on, you know I'm on one. Bogey hit his head, it's just like a long run. Me and my niggas, we out here with them big guns. Buck a high one, little nigga, we got them big drums. I put the hoodie on, a nigga in disguise. Smoking cookie pack got me in the sky. These niggas sneak dissing, they be telling lies. I think these niggas mad cause young nigga fly.
All right, and we're back. The Litt Netwrk, Duke, that's Tony Dominique over there.
Over there?
Over there.
Over
she
there.
rocking the natural, you feel me? But I was saying earlier, we was on break.
Yeah,
I'm cool. About my hair. I'm cool with women. Listen, I want y'all to see this. You see that? I love that. You know what I'm saying?
So first of all, I'm gonna call out.
But hold on, wait.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm cool with a woman rocking the natural and everything, and I'm cool with women going natural and that whole thing.
Ricardo didn't like it.
No,
thank you.
Ricardo didn't like it?
No. He told me to put it in a ponytail.
Okay.
He said, don't go out there looking like that. Put it in a ponytail.
Yeah, well, Ricardo's, he's
this is America.
That's his style.
But I don't understand how people
maybe because he don't
natural.
have no hair, he just, you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what I said, isn't it?
Probably because he don't have no hair.
I was like, you hating on because you ain't got no hair.
Yeah, and I like the natural shit, but I don't like when women, when they go organic, like I said earlier, like, the organic, the letting their legs hair grow, and they don't shave under their arm no more, and they cooch bush look like this. I got enough on my face. I'm not eating my face. I'm not tongue kissing my face.
He brought it up.
You know what I'm saying?
He brought it up.
Well, I'm just saying. Somebody said there was a little salt being thrown about the hairstyle of choice tonight.
He did tell me to put it in a ponytail.
You say pin it back, show a little 5 head. You know she got 5. She ain't got 4. She got 5 head.
I do have a big forehead.
She got 5 head.
And he trying to put me
But it's okay. I got 5 head too. You know what I'm saying? It's okay,
So
it's
I'm
all in
saying
good family.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but since it was already put on the table, I might as well speak on it. But hey, y'all see him? He ain't got no hair. Mr. Clean mad at me.
The black Mr. Clean.
I'm just saying, I ain't even do nothing. But anyway, we go.
If Mr. Clean was black, it stayed a bucket.
This how he look at me all the time. That same face. I don't never get no other face because I always be in trouble.
Yeah, he give it a scowl. Like, yeah, I'm going to give you a week in the street. I'm going to give you a week in the street.
I be in trouble all the time. We love you. We
Appreciate
got
you, bro.
nothing but love for you. Anyway,
Let's
we're going to
get
move
this
on to
thing
the best
moving.
part of the night. Tony's Hot Tea Topic. Can you hit me with the track?
There's something hot to talk about. Whatever it is, you know that we gon' put it out here on Tony's Hot Tea Topics. Tony's Hot Tea Topics tonight.
All right. So, in case you didn't know, those that follow Keke Palmer, she has landed the 3rd spot on the Daytime Talker. I think it used to be Regis and Kelly, and then it moved from Mike and Kelly because you know they let Regis go, and now it is called Daytime Talker. And that show Keke Palmer has got it, which is, I mean, congrats to her. She has really been doing her own little
I like her.
show or whatever, and she's been kind of like really like being a popular voice out there. So shout out to Keke. She done got her little daytime spot. All right, Keke, we see you. Hey. All right, then we got Ray J. He announced his baby number 2 with Princess.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? They building a village. They up here, you know.
What they say? What y'all may say? He's shooting up all the clubs.
You know what? Shout out to Ray J. Like, everybody, you know, really underrated him, and he is really coming out to be, you know, a moneymaker up in these streets.
Yeah. He hustled. But see, what happened is when she found him a good woman, he was able to kind of, like, really come into his own and get away from the foolishness.
Right. Shout out to Princess, because I know, like, in the beginning, they was having, like, a little beef between the family. They weren't really feeling her, and she stood her ground, and she was like, look, it's my man, and I'm here to stay. Yeah. So shout out to the women who really, like, hold their ground and don't let the family run them out.
Shout out to the women. Yes. And another thing, shout out to the women who don't allow their parents and other outside influences to kind of dictate
men as well
sense of thought, and the men as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to those fellas that can have an individual sense of thought and be able to, you know, make a good, solid decision for himself. And, you know, shout out to those people who's not influenced by nobody. So, you know, too many followers out here. So, you know, stand up on your square and represent.
So we cannot let the night go by without, of course, saying rest in peace to Buddy, a.k.a. Wee Wee. I don't know why this is a.k.a. Like, why is your a.k.a. Wee Wee? But rest in peace to Buddy from them Franchise Boys. He lost his battle with cancer. So. Oh, really? All family, friends, people who knew him, people from the city who used to vibe with him. Definitely our condolences from the Litt Netwrk.
R.I.P. to the kid.
So with them French, y'all go out there and make sure y'all lean with it.
I remember that. That lean with it, rock with it. Yeah. Lean with it. Oh
my goodness. But yeah, so definitely rest in peace. Family, y'all are in our prayers. Terrence Howard. I don't even understand. Like, since Empire, you know what I'm saying? I feel like since it's trying to close down, he shouldn't really be in this type of beef right now. But
what's the issue?
His ex, Michelle Grant, is looking for $1.3 million due to his new income from Empire, his new uprising, and his back spousal support. So
they go for the jugular.
I think, you know, I really think it's because they live on that West Coast. You know, on the West Coast, the rules are a little different.
That's
in the
why
favor
I'm staying in Atlanta.
When you buy a house over there, them rules get real not in your favor. Like, everybody who live on that side ends up having to pay their spouse for something or having to pay a ridiculous amount.
Well, I guess when you plan in that lane, that just, you kind of already know what's what. You know what I'm saying? I think those guys got a little something in the, you know, sitting in the wings. They kind of know what's what. You know what I'm saying?
1.3 million. What is she doing at 1.3 million?
She gonna settle with that, or that's what she gonna have to get every? That's not a monthly. That's just what they split with. She take that.
She's not done. Like, she still gets her regular stipend, but her 1.3 is like, this is what you get off the top, and then she's gonna get her, like, his spousal support not up.
Jesus Christ.
Either way.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, Terrence. You know what I'm saying? That's like Power saying. He say this is a big rich town. I ain't trying to be in it. But also, I thought this was interesting. The Forbes list of highest paid women. Taylor Swift is sitting at $185 million. She is the highest paid woman in music.
Really?
Yes. Second comes Beyonce at 81 million. Then you got Rihanna at 62 million. And I didn't even think she would be on here, but Katy Perry is sitting at 57.5 million.
Oh, wow.
And then you have Pink at 57 million. Those are the top
that's the heavy hitters.
paid music women out there.
That's some heavy hitters.
And Rihanna didn't even release no music, basically.
Yeah, but she got business. She making
the Fendi, and then she got a lot of shit.
The makeup, the lingerie. And
she cold with it. And she acting as well.
Yeah, she.
You know what I'm saying? So she cold with it. I like Rihanna. I like Beyonce as well. But
the biggest
Rihanna.
money doesn't really come from the music part of it. It becomes from the other
They
stuff.
say, a lot of them say the music is just a doorway. And once you get in that league, once you get in that mix, now cats is getting into jewelry, cats is buying gold, all type of shit. Because you have it now. And once you have the money, you have the position, and you run around with power players, they're going to give you the keys to success. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got some money to start, to actually fund those businesses. The issue is, like, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Yeah, you making music, you start getting that rotation of funds, and you got something to move here, move there, working a regular 9 to 5. You ain't gonna never make that 10, 20,000 that you need.
Because the average person just really trying to make sure their bills paid. But once that's done, think about, you don't even think about your bills. Everything is on auto. And you don't have to get up and be nowhere to, or if you do it only for a certain amount, but you get so much back for that time. Right. That's really what it is, the time thing.
That's what I'm trying to be.
That's what we like, when you really understand owning your time and being able to maximize it, that shit is crazy. And that's what I had to really appreciate. Like, I work for myself completely, and that's a blessing.
Right. Last two things on the list. We got a new show coming out about the First Ladies of America, and Viola Davis has landed the role of Michelle Obama.
I like Viola Davis.
I do. She's a great actress. I mean, she's really
she's awesome though. I took a couple acting classes, and they say that she does like this method where she does the stare down and she doesn't blink for a long period of time, and they say that it intensifies the scene so much, and she does it. She knows when to do it when she's, I guess, going through a role, and a script or whatever. And it was just like, and I watched it, and I was like, wow, I never noticed that. But that's what make you gravitate, because if she give you that look, it's piercing, and she never blinks. And sometimes she can act it when she's talking, and that's what it get real, dramatized. And it's pretty awesome. So, she's awesome. I like her style.
Last on the list, shout out to the team that was out. Since y'all was in the Popeyes line, he was registering y'all to vote.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Did you get his name?
I did not.
Sorry. Damn. You need to find his name. Can we try to find Buddy name? Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
y'all try the new Popeye sandwich?
I don't eat chicken.
It's super basic.
I don't eat chicken.
It's super basic. Like, I mean,
I
feel like
this. But the thing is, it shouldn't be that popular. It was already out. It's not a new sandwich.
But this is the thing, right? If you think that was an amazing piece of chicken sandwich, you probably grew up in a household that can't cook legitimately.
So I also saw something out that made me laugh a little bit.
Say it.
David Ledbetter out here.
Shout out to David Ledbetter.
Getting people to vote while y'all sitting there waiting in the church's chicken line. Hopefully y'all at the voting line waiting that long, that good hour. Because last year y'all was like, oh, it's too long. The line was too long.
But they don't even have that many people at PTAs. I don't even see that many black people at PTAs. Like, dead ass.
I seen something that was like all black people that was in the Chick-fil-A or the church or the Popeyes line should not complain about anybody saying black people like chicken like that anymore. Like, because, people like, why you always associating black people with chicken? Why you always making stereotypes?
We do like it. And we like a discount. You know what I'm saying? So we got like a discount. And what I think somebody bought me one. You were like, yo, bro, I got these two. And like, they came in the shop with chicken sandwich. Like, yo, bro, you got chicken. I see people
using them in their advertising. Like, hey, book my services, get a free chicken sandwich. It's like, they just...
Yeah, people going crazy with the shit. And it's just funny how shit just spread like wildfire, and the shit be... It's entertaining.
I also saw that they saved, $2.6 million on advertising just based off of this little rush alone.
Yeah.
They didn't have to pay for advertising. Yeah. They didn't have to pay for
You
commercials.
know, power of black Twitter, man.
Yeah. Well, power of just black social media, period, across the board. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, like all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And black people just, but they don't share they homie shit. They don't go buy their homie T-shirt and be like, yo, my homie shit, like they don't.
But you really don't even. People don't understand that you really don't even have to buy it per se. If you don't got the money, everybody understands. But if you just send that one little quick bloop, share.
Yeah.
You know, there's somebody on your network that may want it or may need it.
Yeah. Or favor. You know, I think people don't understand. I think some of the small keys of life is just favoring somebody, like seeing somebody in a situation that may be not good and favoring them, but also seeing somebody, and then you feel good because you're like, I took them from that, fucked up level to where at least somewhere where they could sustain themselves at that point. But when somebody's doing exceptionally well and maybe even better than you in some aspect of life, maybe not financially, maybe they own their own time, or they may be just in a direction. They may be still struggling, but they're in a direction where they passionate and they could go through the struggle with a different type of vibe and twist. And you not, and you be like, I ain't giving them no money. Like, that would it be. I ain't giving, man, shit. Because really what it is, you represent what they think about. You represent what's harboring in their mind when they smoking or when they drinking their wine or they liquor and they kicking it, whatever. And then you're not out at the spots all the time and hanging out. And you're not being wasteful. You operating on purpose and that shit. And they just like,
they hating.
That's what it is.
There's
So
some
that's why
haters
you
out
can't
there.
get people. People don't support you because you reflect their weak points, and you're stronger than them in the aspect. You still bleed the same, you still hurt the same, but you're stronger than them characteristically in aspects, and that's why they be hating Jay-Z and the moves he's making. And you know what I'm saying? People sit in the barber. I'm in there every day, and they talk about what they're gonna do if they.
It's like what the girl said last time with the Jay-Z thing. How she was saying that did we know that Jermaine Dupri got the same deal, and Jay-Z called Jermaine Dupri and told him not to do it. But I still feel like if someone can tell me not to do some business that I feel will work in my favor, I was meant to lose that deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was meant to not have that opportunity because there shouldn't be anything that distracts you from something that you feel is for you.
Right.
So,
right.
Jay-Z, do your
Well,
thing.
a
People
lot of
out
people-
there,
a lot of
Popeye's
people-
Chicken, do your thing because there is a lot of Popeye's Chicken owners that are black. So y'all are supporting black-owned businesses if that's your angle. Shout out to Shaq. He just opened up Papa John's downtown. So, I mean, just...
Yeah. Shaq is killer, man. I love Shaq, man. And shout out to Killer Mike, too, man. Like, Killer Mike, I love that cat, man. I can't wait to get a chance to meet him.
If you
Either one
out
of the
there
two.
and you got a business that you're really trying to promote, shoot us, hit us in the DM so we can just start shouting out some people that's really out here
Yeah, for
grinding
real.
and doing
And Ice
some good
Cube
stuff.
and Tyler Perry
Hold on, black people still supporting Papa John's?
and Ryan Coogler.
Yes, black people still support Papa
Yeah,
John's.
people
Ain't
still
the
gonna Papa
owner
John's.
like
Nobody
some
cares
racist?
for real.
Nope, I don't understand.
If we could put Shaq face on it and he can make profitable money, come on with it.
People buy
It's
Papa
just
John's.
money.
When they not buying Little Caesars,
It's just
they
money.
buying Papa John's.
It's just
mean,
money.
Remember it
If
was
we
like
take-
this whole situation with the owner for Papa John's?
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't forget
And
it.
then they had they fired one person and then they rebranded with a blackface. I mean, that's just how you fix the problems.
That's it. That's it. You just keep it moving. I mean, you getting your emotions in it, and it's not that deep.
Nah.
It's not. What's the truest stance you're gonna take in this matter?
I'm not giving them my money. I'd rather spend my money at somewhere else that support my causes.
Okay, but that person say he didn't, but they got rid of that person. They cut the cancer off.
He's still the owner though. He's not the figurehead, but he's still making money off Papa John's.
Right, but let's look how many other black people maybe possibly or minorities or Hispanics that's making money.
Like Shaq, because Shaq
Like
is
Shaq.
making money because he done opened up his it's a franchise.
You see what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you got to be able to understand. Like, I'm not saying you can't direct your money where you want to go, but if he able to come across one and get one, you wouldn't support his Papa John? Your man right here.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
So you see how
So then you giving your money to Papa John.
Then you give me my Papa
which
John's.
is then
See what
going
I'm
his
saying?
franchise because you got to pay your franchise dues.
Yeah.
Which is going to the head
So,
person.
but ultimately, you just redirect your focus just like you redirect your money. You just redirect your focus. You don't focus on that. You focus on taking care of him because he represents that. That's why you can't say, "Oh, police bad." Yeah, police totally fucked up in a lot of ways, a lot of times. But there's a lot of men and women who aren't bad who still hold those positions. You see what I'm saying? So I don't be wanting to get caught up in that emotional shit. And I'm not knocking your stance on it, but you know what I'm saying. But just direct the focus on something else.
So-
Find your black Papa John's. You know what I'm saying?
Since we talking about chicken and pizza and food,
We hungry in this bitch. Somebody drop some food off in this month.
if you got a spot that you
For
got
real.
some
Who
food and
cooking,
you close
though?
by, you know what
Who
I'm saying?
cooking?
Drop a plate.
Feed a
but,
nigga. You feel me?
but while we get the next guest ready, this person's name is a chicken clutch, like
Chicken Clutch.
chicken clutch.
That's Clutch. That this person's name is. We talk about chicken. Run that shit.
Chicken clutch.
This nigga named
Adore
Chicken
you
Clutch.
because we adore chicken and pizza and food.
For real. We lit.
We lit.
Paris, where you put them.
Said you got a man, do he love you? What? Do he show you the love that I show you? Feeling like the only one that adore you. Sometimes, I guess, you feel he the man that's for you. Got a feeling he'll be the one for you. You don't feel the same way that annoys you. You just wanna be yourself. Said you got a man, do he love you? Do he show you the love that I show you? Feeling like the only man that adore you. Sometimes, I guess, you feel he the man that's for you. Got a feeling he'll be the one for you. You don't feel the same way that annoys you. You just wanna be yourself. You don't feel the same way that annoys you. 1 minute to survive and it's for you. What you doing when you at? Can I call you? In my line, you know I'll be here for you. Whenever you needed me, I was there for you. You don't gotta ask, can I call you? Even though we just friends, we done built us a bond that nobody could break if they want to. I know your situation. I promise you I would never break it. I would be here, support your complications. Only voicing opinions, how to take it. Ain't surprising I've been in that situation. I done fought through the misery, had no patience. When I looked in your eyes, we had a moment. I could tell that you hurting by your faces. Said you got a man, do he love you? Do he show you the love that I show you? Feeling like the only one that adore you. Sometimes, I guess, you feel he the man that's for you. Got a feeling he'll be the one for you. You don't feel the same way that annoys you. You just wanna be yourself. Said you got a man, do he love you? Do he show you the love that I show you? Feeling like the only man that adore you. Sometimes, I guess, you feel he the man that's for you. Got a feeling he'll be the one for you. You don't feel the same way that annoys you. You just wanna be yourself. On the way that you look in my eyes, I can tell that you hurting. It ain't a surprise. You been deep in your feelings. You feeling this guy, but he don't understand how you feeling inside. Built up emotion that you tryna hide. Thought he could be the man I could provide. Don't want the money she want with his side, but his vision is blurry. Now you stuck kind. He get all defensive when she open up. When she need a vent, I just tell her pull up. I told her be strong, don't you ever give up. I know you feel you all that shit is a dub. Feeling like snapping when he throwing stuff. Breakups and makeup, she feeling it's dub. It don't need get worse, told her leave it above. Just follow your heart once you know this shit worth. Said you got a man, do he love you? Do he show you the love that I show you? Feeling like the only man that adore you. Sometimes, I guess, you feel he the man that's for you. Got a feeling he'll be the one for you. You don't feel the same way that annoys you. You just wanna be yourself. Said you got a man, do he love you? Do he show you the love that I show you? Feeling like the only man that adore you. Sometimes, I guess, you feel he the man that's for you. Got a feeling he'll be the one for you. You don't feel the same way that annoys you. You just wanna be yourself. Said you got a man, do he love you? Do he show you the love that I show you? Feeling like the only one that adore you. Sometimes, I guess, you will feel he the man that's for you. Got a feeling he'll be the one for you. You don't feel the same way that annoys you. You just wanna be yourself. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, each and every Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. Tune into JC Squared on the Air Show featuring Jason, J-Boy, Kerry, and Hoover, the socialite. JC Squared on the Air. Reason Monday is your new favorite day of the week. Music, special guest, celebrity birthday, the daily segment, crazy holiday, and today in hip hop. Check out IBNX Radio and the JC Squared on the Air Show. So much fun you didn't even realize you learned something. This message has been brought to you by Day Ray Media.
And we back. This is Duke Desdoon.
It's your girl Tony Dominique, and we have a guest in the building.
The Litt Netwrk. Who we got in here? What's up with you, homie?
Yo, what's going on, man? It's comedian Derrick Hurley in the building. Checking in with y'all.
Hurley
I like the
in the
program.
building. Listen,
Derrick
Derrick
Hurley,
Hurley in the building.
comedian.
In the building.
You have a
Boom.
distinct name, though, Derrick Hurley.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
People usually say Hughley, like D.O. Hughley.
Hurley.
It's not.
I don't understand what people who can't fucking read, bro.
Me neither, man.
Like you could clearly it's spelled H-U-R-L-E-Y, correct?
Correct.
That's fucking Hurley.
That's because people
That's
don't
early.
read out full things. They just see
Like-
the
like-
context
like-
clues. They see a D and they see H. It's
Right.
D.L. Hughley.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly. I'm
You,
like,
you
no.
feel what I'm saying? Like my shit is Duke
Word association.
Desdoon. They break it down. It's Haitian. They break it down like it's across the fence, like it's Spanish, like it's fucking Dominican, like
Let's do this.
it fucking
Let's
exactly.
do this.
Like it got Z's on the end.
Let's do it.
Like it's D-E-Z-D-U-N-E-Z. No, the fuck it's not.
Let's do
It's
it.
D-E-S-D-U-N-E-S. Like, and it don't even have no hyphen. Ain't got no jalapeno slash in the between and shit.
Jalapeno.
None of that shit.
Oh,
But
my
listen, man.
goodness.
How long have you been in Atlanta? And tell us exactly what brought you here and where you from.
I've been out here in Atlanta, in Georgia, for about 5 months now. I'm originally from the south suburbs of Chicago. Most people that's from Chicago, they let you know they're from Chicago, but I'm actually from the south suburbs of Chicago. It's like right outside. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like a cousin of Chicago, shit like that.
So would that be Joliet?
Hell no, no Joliet, bro. I'm from Harvey, man. Harvey World, man.
Harvey, okay.
It's our rep, you know what I'm saying?
How far is that from? Because I met a couple people from Joliet. How far is that from Joliet?
I say about 40 minutes, maybe 50.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's like riding from like here to Six Flags.
Yeah, about that. Maybe a little longer.
Okay, here to Carrollton.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what the hell Carrollton is.
It's 30 minutes past
He
Six
gonna
Flags.
say yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I know what Six Flags is, right? Yeah, I've been there a lot.
Now it's 30 minutes past there.
Damn.
And it's 30 minutes from the Alabama state line, 35 minutes from the Alabama state line.
I'm going to just say that's far.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how about Joliet is.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got you. So Chicago's pretty fucking rough.
Yeah, for the most part.
Did
But
you
is the
stay
suburb
away?
part rough? It's all
Suburb
Chicago?
Yeah, pretty much, because them city motherfuckers are bleeding into the suburbs, making it like a little.
You be walking across the street, huh?
Yeah.
Not using the crosswalk and shit.
None of that. They don't do crosswalks
They
at
don't
all,
give
man.
a fuck about the
them
crosswalk at all.
Hell no.
That's how New Orleans is. Like, but I'm gonna tell you something. You don't know you got bad etiquette till you leave. Where the fuck you got your bad etiquette from? Man, I was coming here, man. Like I hopped out the car with the beer. I hopped out the car with the Heineken. I pulled up the Club Chocolates. It's now, I don't know, Obsession now, I think, on Glenwood, right? I clubbed the Club Chocolate with chocolate back then. I think it was something else. But anyway, I pulled up there. We hopped out. All the thing I knew was to put the weed out. I hop out with the beer and everything, like it's legal. Like, but the police was like the Duke, he was taken back, like, you trying me?
The audacity.
The fucking audacity, bro. Bro, he's like, bro. Like, it's like everything was happening.
Like, he can't even
Niggas
rush
got music like, boom, boom. Bro! And I'm like, whoa, what is your problem, bro? Like, what the fuck is your problem?
Why you so high?
Yeah, why you fucking take it down several notches, sir?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring it down to
How are you shouting at me,
I know
man?
you're not even high ranking. You sitting doing, you know what I'm saying, curb duty.
Exactly.
Pat niggas down. Like, what are you doing?
Writing paper notes.
He was like, bro, and then it hit me. And I was like, wow. That night, my cousin got the ticket because he was super New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? God rest his soul. Like, he's like that nigga said, like, 17, you heard me.
Damn, you heard me?
You heard me?
Yes, I heard you.
I'm
Like,
trying
for
to
real.
say, you heard me? Look, let me tell you what I'm talking about. You heard me?
You feel me?
Heavy hand talk.
Yeah. Do you touch on the chest a little bit with the back of the hand?
Yeah, but heavy hand talk.
Yeah.
Like heavy hand, a lot of slapping, a lot of Birdman hand rubs. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, you know,
feel
so
you.
R.I.P. to him. But what brought you to Atlanta, bro?
What brought me here, man? Actually, my wife and I, we thought about it like some years ago, maybe about 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. But then we kind of let the idea go to the wayside and shit like that. We took a trip out here in January this year, and we got to check out some more spots around the city. And the idea kind of hit us again, so we revisited, and then we just, like, man, let's just make the shit happen. You know, we thought about it some years ago. Let's just do it now. You know, we getting older and shit. You know what I'm saying? Chicago's been good to us, but we wanted to branch out and try something different. So we just made the move happen. Okay. And yeah.
What's the best thing that has happened in your career since you've been in Atlanta?
You said the best thing? So far, just like networking with a lot of different people, a lot of different comedians, different promoters and stuff like that. It's a lot of networking out here. That's what I like. You know, sometimes back in Chicago, you got to go after it yourself sometime, you know what I'm saying? But like here, people, you find this person, they introduce you to this person, you meet these people, and you click up, stuff like that. You know, it's cool. A lot of connections. I like the networking part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the networking is real serious. I've been out here, 14 years, but I've been doing comedy. In October, it'll be 4 years. And the networking, and when I was doing it, it has actually got a lot better. When I was doing it, cats was really not as open to give you the promoter's name. They weren't as open to give you, the talk to this guy. Even simple stuff like, yo, when you go to comedy theater, go speak to such and such, he's going to give you the wings on the whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't even give you that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think I'm a part of that now, and being a part of that and being in like, really in it. We talking to the fellas from Chicago, where you from. Shout out to Chad Roby.
Chad Roby, my boy.
Know what I'm saying? What's homegirl name? Serena?
Serena Monet.
Serena Monet. Serena Monet. $40. You know what I'm saying?
$40.
Shout out to her. So the scene is open, man. You know, the scene is wide open, and I think that a lot of the older guys, they've been able. Some of them fell off, and they just, they're not even gatekeepers no more. And then you got the other guys where them guys have advanced. So the scene is really up to, like I was doing comedy yesterday at Uptown with a Tiny,
Right.
and these dudes is just super cool. You know what I'm saying? Guys like even women like Dirty South. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's a gatekeeper. She has a long track record, and people respect her in the game. And I was able to sit back and watch that. Just being around these type of people, man.
How long have you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy. It'll be 3 years in October, so it'll be 3 years for me.
So
this October coming
what
up.
made you be like, you know what? Out of all the jobs, careers, different things out there that I could do, comedy is gonna be it for me.
I mean, I thought about it like a long time ago. I really been into it since I was a kid, but officially when I got older. But I went to an open mic. It was probably about 5 years ago, maybe. And it was at this spot back in Chicago called Jokes and Notes. And I just saw the atmosphere. That was my first time seeing Lil Rel in person. He was hosting that night. J.J. Williamson headline. But it was like some amateurs, up like that. And they were up. And I was like, man, these guys up there doing stuff that, I feel like I can do. And they got the courage to do it. I want to go out and, branch out and try to do this stuff. Because, I'm tired of just telling jokes to my friends and family and stuff like that. Let me go out and tell jokes to some strangers, see what I can fare, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like it was something I could do. Like, I've been doing it my whole life.
Yeah,
behind the camera.
It was
shit
crazy.
Like that.
People say, how long you been doing comedy? I say, I've been doing comedy my whole life.
Yeah.
I've been doing stand-up almost 4 years.
See?
You see what I'm saying? Like, comedy just been me. And, like, now that I talk to my friends, they be like, bro, you been supposed. Like, and I feel bad. Like, one of my pops like, bro, I don't see why we didn't tell you to do this.
Yeah.
But the structure system, I didn't come from an environment that had that type of structure system. They didn't, they just wasn't the thought. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was funny. I know guys was funnier than me. I know crackheads that's funny as shit.
Crackheads be funny.
Organically funny guys that could sing like the lady that's going viral that's singing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all saw it. Did you see the crack yet? So, I mean, there's a lot of Jews in them environments.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at Atlanta, it's like, man, a lot of people come here and Atlanta make you something. It take those coals and turn it into diamond. So I appreciate Atlanta.
For real. I do too, man. I appreciate it, man.
So you Chicago Bear fan?
I am.
Great segue.
By default.
Great segue, because damn the Falcons, even though I roll with Atlanta.
I mean, it's the only team now. I mean, I got to root for somebody. I'm not rooting for, like, Green Bay.
Yeah.
Or nobody like that.
That's not all. Yeah, so, and then Chicago Bulls, correct?
Of course, Chicago Bulls.
But you can't root for Milwaukee Bucks.
No, I can't.
That's disrespectful.
That's very disrespectful.
I'm just saying. Or the Hawks.
Well, the Hawks? What do you mean, the Atlanta Hawks?
Yeah, terrible.
Don't
terrible.
listen to him.
I mean, I'm going to give him a try. I'm going to check him out just because I'm here now.
Don't listen to him because I'm an Atlanta fan, so he just want to have his little.
You a Hawks fan?
And she's a Falcon fan, which is a terrible decision. She don't make good decisions.
Falcons?
Her best 3 decisions are at the crib, hopefully.
Right, in the top drawer or something like that.
No.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Children. You got all adult like in here.
That escalated quickly.
What is that? 3
What's in your
batteries
top
to
drawer?
get the machine working?
3 AAA batteries.
Okay, that's her
What's
best
in your
decision.
top drawer?
I had lots of things in my top drawer.
We're not gonna go there.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but anyway, so you mentioned that you're married.
Yeah, I'm married.
How do you incorporate that into entertainment world? And does wifey give you all the support, or she's slightly supportive?
Right, how does
She's
she feel
supportive.
about you
I want to
doing
say
comedy?
she's like my biggest supporter.
When you
to be
went and said,
honest.
babe, look, I'm finna do comedy. But
Right.
she like, oh, babe, that's great. I'm like, all right, dude.
You got to show me first.
Well, not really. She ain't, because like really, she comes to all my stuff and whatnot, and she always says she never know what I'm gonna talk about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When I get up
So
there.
y'all don't rehearse together? Did she help you
Nah.
with any of your bits and stuff?
I mean, she tried. She'll throw me some shit. Like, oh, my bad, I didn't mean to say that. But she'll throw me some stuff here and there and whatnot, and I'll be like, all right, I'll try this, I'll try that, or whatever. But it be from stuff that we go through and whatnot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or stuff we'll see, or stuff I'll see, I'll text her, boom, remind me this, and stuff like that. But she'll throw me stuff, but as far as like when I do perform, she has no idea about what I'm about to say, like what I'm
Okay.
finna do. So she be surprised just like everybody else, but that's my biggest supporter though.
Yeah, that's super cool, man. Like I remember when
So
I had the whole relationship thing going.
Yeah.
And my ex would come out. It always feel good to have that person there. And, then when you ride home, she's like, my baby might be something.
Yeah.
And he'd be feeling different.
It do, you know what I'm saying? And they rolled on.
I'm telling you,
But
that
if you don't-
Silencio,
hey.
that dome, that skullduggery. What?
Oh
Okay,
my
let's
I'm
get
gonna
back.
tell you about the times like when we.
Pineapple.
We're not gonna go too. We went real secular.
Before
We
you
went hard on
talk
it.
about
little
that,
bit.
we're gonna take another little break. We're gonna play the next song, and then we're gonna come back. Probably take a little more. The next
See, we
song
running the Christians out
is
here.
O'Darius Mackey, March Madness.
Oh, March Madness. Oh, Darius Mackey.
Darius.
We lit.
Shit, y'all know how the fuck we rockin', nigga. NBA break boy, NBA banana, let's get it. Let's go. Yo. 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 Still ball on the nigga Mark Madness. First it up like a nigga in the casket. Got that pole on my up and a blasting. Still ride around my city with that ratchet. If a nigga disrespect me, he gon' catch it. Still building on the bricks like Tetris. Still ballin' like I play for the Mavericks. Still ballin' like T-Mac with the Magic. Still ballin' on the nigga March Madness. First it up like a nigga in a casket. Got that pole on my up and I'm blasting. Still ride on my city with that ratchet. If a nigga disrespect me, he gon' catch it. Still building on the bricks like Tetris. Still ballin' like I play for the Mavericks. Still ballin' like T-Mac with the Magic. I'm still ballin' and you know it. I've been ballin' like Ginobili. I'm in my bag like some groceries. My flow sick on the grosses. Rich cold that been frozen. We bout to blow like explosions. And since we got this shit in motion, I've been the hottest, youngest smoking. I'm hot as fuck, I'm on fire. These niggas be blowing out air like a tire. These niggas be telling they wearing no white. Catch him in the club, his shit gon' get white. Miss Swipe going up, you know this shit right with you stronger, but take to be worried about the rock. I be shooting all three, hit him with that rifle. Young nigga on fire, them bitches desire. Met a bad yellow bitch on the one that she iron. Might just use it for the night. She give me that cat, make me roll like a lion. I bend her over, give her pipe. Don't be in her feelings, ain't worried about no crying. Just give me top with some ice. She pull me up for a while, young nigga driving. Then Mr. Dirty with this fight on the nigga Mark Madness. First it up like a nigga in the casket. Got that pole on my up and a blasting. Still ride around my city with that ratchet. If a nigga disrespect me, he gon' catch it. Still building on the bricks like Tetris. Still ballin' like I play for the Mavericks. Still ballin' like T-Mac with the Magic. Still ballin' on the nigga March Madness. First it up like a nigga in the casket. Got that pole on my up and I'm blasting. Still ride on my city with that ratchet. If a nigga disrespect me, he gon' catch it. Still building on the bricks like Tetris. Still ballin' like I play for the Mavericks. Still ballin' like T-Mac with the Magic.
I wake up early in the morning, your bitch beside me eating dick. I scream for well and them dogs gon' sit. We got Gots and Drakes, they know how to dick. Don't reach from my chain, your life priceless. I just got touched down from a prison, right? I'm barely stepping, I can't tie up my shoe. That chopper cut his head like eat 'em up, dude. I'm fucking your bitch, I smoke your black. She wanna fucking kick it, just like a blunt. And one man no rapper, he touch my brain. My plug got a Cali, got gun by the butt. Look for one to wrestle, but I don't do touch. I got trip back in that Glock, got us front. Block call 12 till he free him. And he gave me 3 shots, that's CCM. Money call my phone, money through Sunday. No live a legend, my brother Jamal. Got work for the smokers and dope for the rum. My bitch is like Mexico, Ricky and Thomas. Need me a bitch like a zero at the bunker. I'm the biggest show, I put that on my mama. Bank account and her return on the coffers. You wanna book me the mug?
Still ball on the nigga Mark Madness. First it up like a nigga in the casket. Got that pole on my up and a blasting. Still ride around my city with that ratchet. If a nigga disrespect me, he gon' catch it. Still building on the bricks like Tetris. Still ballin' like I play for the Mavericks. Still ballin' like T-Mac with the Magic. Still ballin' on the nigga March Madness. First it up like a nigga in the casket. Got that pole on my up and I'm blasting. Still ride on my city with that ratchet. If a nigga disrespect me, he gon' catch it. Still building on the bricks like Tetris. Still ballin' like I play for the Mavericks. Still ballin' like T-Mac with the Magic.
Oh my goodness.
And we're back. Duke
We
Desdoon.
are back, and Tony Dominique,
We got Derrick Hurley.
not
Yeah,
D.L.
yeah.
Hughley.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all. Me and this guy met. How long? About 4 months.
Yeah, about 4 months.
Almost kind of like when you just got
You
here.
Yeah,
said
when
it
I
like you was
first got
gonna
out
say
here.
like, yo, I met him back in the day.
No.
Couple of years.
No.
He set that up like
But-
you was
but-
gonna
but
say it's been a long time.
The first 2 times, I look at a cat comfort with comedy when they get up there, how they kind of comfortable there, how they move, how they pace. You see what I'm saying? Subject matter, of course, and then the biggest thing is the character outside, because you only spend a little time on stage. So I see how people move around, how they operate through business outside of the stage. And
So I
I
got
really
a
like how you
question.
move.
So are you one of those people that, you know, like some people, they can't work in a small with like just a little couple, a handful of people. Some people need a crowd, and some people can't do it in a crowd. They need a little small type of people. Like, does it matter to you, or is it like whatever's out there,
It don't matter.
I'm gonna get out there?
It don't matter.
Do you have to like mentally ready, or can you just jump in there?
It depends on the situation. Maybe sometimes I got to get a little bit mentally ready if it's like a
So
bigger
right now,
event.
if we say, hey, the fans are listening, what you got for them? Go on the spot. Can you do a little?
I mean, if y'all want, I'll just talk about some real stuff. Like, man, this stuff I was thinking about while coming over here.
You got
Like,
2 minutes and go.
I'm just really just like, my wife probably gonna get me about this, but oh well, she does it all the time. But I'm just really like, I'm getting sick and tired of my wife like forcing me to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't be sleepy all the time. It's like, you know, she tricks me into going to sleep daily. This is a thing, and I'm getting sick of it. You know, it's like it's 7:45. It's like I'm not ready to go to sleep right now. You know what I mean? For real, like, she'll
don't even
trick me,
ask you-
bro.
It is crazy. She don't even ask you if you tired. She asks you if you sleep.
The thing, like, I be downstairs trying to do some, man shit, play the game or whatever, and she'll call me, babe, I need you to come upstairs real quick. I'm sleepy. I need you to just lay in the bed with me until I fall asleep. And that's how she always get me. She was like, as soon as you get in the bed, I'm going to go to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you already took a hot shower already.
Yeah,
You
I'm
already
good, yeah.
ate. You already ate.
I'm relaxed.
This
And
is
you
like
be
a
in
duo.
relaxed
This
state.
his 2 minutes and you in it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm relaxed, and it's like, as soon as I get in that bed, I'm going to fall asleep. I'll be mad. I wake up at like 4 in the morning mad. Like, I wanted to play my game. I wanted to watch some TV.
Be irresponsible.
Exactly. Be an irresponsible man at nighttime. But I can't do it because my wife keeps tricking me into going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried to trick her one time. I tried to bring my video game upstairs in the room because I was going to play it when she fell asleep. But then she goes, hey, can you just turn the TV down a little bit? I turn the TV down. You know what? I can't sleep with no light on. Can you just turn the TV off for a little bit until I fall asleep, please? Boom. As soon as that happened, I'm out like a light. And I wake up mad as ever every single time.
But
like,
you wake
bro,
up early.
I wake up super early, bro.
Ready for the day.
No, I wake up because I wake up, then I got to go back to sleep because it's too early for me to be up. Because she made me go to sleep at 7:45. I don't like that, man. I don't appreciate it. I hope she watching. I don't appreciate
She need
that.
to take notes.
What's up?
She need to take notes.
She do, man. Stop making me go to sleep. Unless it's something like in the bed that I actually need.
Is she really making you go to sleep?
She
though?
said,
listen.
Something in the bed.
She lures me up there. She lures me to the room.
But
like,
you really fall asleep on your own, cause she be like, "Look, just be up here till I fall asleep."
low key,
Just cause you be tired, and she be knowing that you tired, so she just be making sure that you get well rested.
I
She
think
just care
I think I
about
be
you.
fighting my sleep. That's what it is. But I'm grown. I could do that. I could fight my sleep.
Yeah,
Let me fight my sleep and be stubborn. I be on the couch sleepy as ever, but I be still be playing my game. It don't matter because I'm doing what I want to do.
Yes, head heavy.
You feel me?
And when you hear her coming,
Stairs, boom. I used to sneak out of the bed. I used to have to sneak out of the bed on her.
how you sneak up? You slide? You a
Yeah.
slider?
No,
Or you just
I'll
a pop
slide.
up?
I'll slide and roll on the floor.
Why I feel like when you slide, you make more noise? I think just the quick abrupt.
Depends on what kind of cover you got. What kind of thread count you got, bro?
Oh, he said get your thread count up.
I'm just learning about thread
Well,
count.
saying
I'm
that
just
you
learning
got a
about it.
moment. I know.
My bed used to make a lot of noise.
I shop at Walmart. He's shopping at
No.
like some other
Bed,
place.
Bath and Beyond.
There you go.
No, I
He
go to
shopping at
Walmart
a place
too.
Even
with
at
like
Target.
3 names.
Macy's.
Ooh, Macy's got deals sometimes though.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah,
And then
but-
Dillard's going out of they're closing and stuff, so you could definitely hit Dillard's.
Dillard's?
Yeah, and then Burlington,
Dillard.
and
Milks?
and Burlington, Burlington got
Dillard's.
layaway.
Let me write, honey.
You
Write
know,
that down.
and
We're going to
then-
Dillard's.
Marshalls,
Dillard's.
they got.
I love Marshalls.
I
dude.
love Marshalls and layaway.
But like Marshalls is like the stuff that's like out of stock old season, so y'all can get it
Hey,
in the
hey,
discount.
It's okay.
But
You don't care that this Nike shirt came out 4 summers ago.
I don't care.
He a grown fucking man
I got
that
3
fights his
kids.
sleep. He fights his
Okay.
sleep, and he got 3 kids.
How old are your kids?
My kids are 9, 8, and 2.
He said it like a proud dad. My,
Yeah.
I'm a
my
proud
kids-
dad.
His stance. He said how he
Nine.
grabbed the
It's
proper.
a dad stance.
Yeah, she's like 9, 8, and 2.
9, 8, and 2. You
So,
know.
do you do a lot of material on fam, on your wife, or a lot of material on your being a father with your kids and things like that? Are you like just more so observational comedy? Do you let the world into your life and things like that with your comedy?
I can say observational as well as I talk about, my real life situations, my family. But I don't harp too much. Like, not too much. I don't stick too much on, some comedians talk about their family and kids and this only and stuff like that. I talk about I hit that, I hit issues going on, crowd work. I mix all that in there,
Yeah. He's pretty good at crowd work too. I like his style too. He's very, very comfortable on stage.
Are you a fan?
Yeah, I am. All the guys that I try to work with closely, you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like those guys, they represent a portion of myself, and we get together and write. We help each other, punch up some stuff. We might come up with an idea that may fit one of us, or one of us may come up with an idea that may fit him. So it just works. It's like music. Almost.
Yeah.
It's like music. When two like when the Hot Boys came together, or Bone Thugs.
So what do you want to see out of your career in comedy? Like when you got in it, did you have a vision? Do you have a plan? Do you like, okay, I'm gonna do it till it's at this point, or how do you know when you've made it to the level that you want to make it to?
Probably when I make enough to pay my rent and other bills and stuff like that. But until then, it's just a grind, till you get there. Of course, people when they start, they want to be famous and rich and all that stuff like that. But you got to go through the grind and everything first. So it's like I just see myself progressing from my last performance to the next performance. I don't try to look too far ahead. I try to focus on what's going on like right now, like this show, next show, stuff like that, because I don't want to get like off track. Like if it's not happening fast enough, like if you're not getting on fast enough or whatnot, that like discourages people sometimes. So I take it slow, take it one show at a time.
Day by day.
Yeah.
Is there any
Basically.
like specific spot or something that you like? Yo, this is on the list. I'm gonna hit that up because I want to do some comedy like there. Whether it's either local or if it's like some big arena type thing. Is there any spot that you like? Yo.
I mean, I wanna go to LA and hit some spots out there, like mainly like the Laugh Factory out there, like the Chocolate Sundays type stuff. I wanna go to LA, hit some stuff, you know. Stuff out here I haven't been to yet. Like I haven't been to Uptown or Cats, you know, places like that yet. But those are
Shout
some
out to
places I do want
Marie
to go.
Sims and Malcolm, you know, over there at Cats in Uptown.
Word. Yeah, but I do want to hit some of them stages. I want to go to New York, do some stuff out there. I heard that's a good move to do, you know. Let's go travel, hit some stages out that way. But yeah.
That's good stuff, man. Do you write a lot of your stuff, or do you improv a lot of your stuff and then record it, listen, and then write from what you produce, or do you produce first and then start to continue to adjust as you go along?
It's a little bit of both. Like I'll write like ideas or stuff that comes in my head. I'll write it out, like a sentence or something about it, and then I'll have, you know, a sentence or a bullet point, and then I'll just build on that, like with, say, if I got cats and dog houses or something like that. That's my bullet point. When I go on stage, I'll talk about that and I'll add more stuff, you know, as I go, you know, like an improv type thing. Yeah. I have written out whole jokes before, but it'll go different once you get up there, you know what I mean?
It seems like the rhythm of it, like it's a rhythm. It's a rhythm.
Yeah.
Like, you know your joke style. You kind of, like some people don't know their joke style. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like they trying different formats on how to tell jokes. Yeah. And when people comfortable with their joke style, that's one thing I get comfortable. You can see somebody get up there comfortable, you know, they're comfortable with how they tell a joke. So now I can just deliver the content. I ain't got to look at. It's like a pitcher keep doing a different pitch, or a football quarterback keep his mechanics keep changing. You can't get success if your mechanics continue to change.
Yeah.
Okay. So if the people, do you have any spots that you're about to hit up? Do you have any places that you're going where people can follow you, come out and see your comedy?
I know I'm hitting Duke Spot tomorrow. Duke Spot, probably the Atlanta Comedy Theater again Wednesday. I'm going back to Chicago September 8th. So I'll be there like the 7th and the 8th. Got a few shows out that way. And then back again in Chicago on the 28th. I'll be out there like Shakers on Clark. But until then, just grinding out these open mics out here, you know, throughout the week.
Where can people follow you? Social media, Twitter?
Oh, yeah, let's get that. Social media. My
Facebook.
social media information, Facebook, Derrick Hurley. My fan page is also D Hurl Comedy. You know, that's a little bit like Hurley, but just the Hurl without the EY, whatever. Instagram and Twitter, it's Hey I Ain't Nobody. I like to like kind of stick to that because I'm really not nobody yet, but you know, I will be someday.
Yeah, spell it out for them, because when people hear, they don't know how to spell it.
For real. Hey, I ain't nobody. That's how you say it.
Hey with an A, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just spell it out.
It's just regular. It's Hey, HEYIAINT, nobody, BODY. Just regular spelling, no weird stuff.
I'm just saying, but you know, people,
yeah,
you know, people look different. So, again, I appreciate you coming on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you keep grinding. Like, I think you're going to be very, very successful when this comedy
Appreciate that, brother.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to know you.
That brings us into our segue of our next song. But you're more than welcome, because we have a lit conversation after this. And since you're married, you might want to stay in for a minute or two.
Okay.
To talk about what this conversation is going to be. But the next song, is by D Show, and it's called On Our Way, because everybody at this table and in this building is on their way.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
We lit!
That's how they slave us. 5 days a week, sweating for the lowest wages. Throwing us the curveballs, we need to throw to change us. They about them cages, look how they portray us. The picture is get richer, don't you let them boys persuade ya. Know we all stars, so of course they try to shade us. Struggle was what made us, we gotta stay courageous. strangers. Stay up out of danger. Time to get your range up. Can't just shoot to 3, dog. You gotta learn your layups. Better learn the game, bro. Don't let nobody play ya. Heavy hearts can weigh ya. Chase your dreams, don't wait up. Raise up. If you tryna get paid up, everybody grinding cause the struggle is what made us. Time to level up so we get to different stages. We on our way up, we on our way up, raise up. If you tryna get paid up, everybody grinding cause the struggle is what made us. Time to level up so we get to different stages. We on our way up, we on our way up. Complex. What up? Huh? Hey. Look. If it ain't about no money, I wanna hear it. Look, all I think about is racks now. No double D's, that ain't cash clown. My whole life I've been an outcast, but I need more than 3 stacks now. Gamble life till I'm crapped out. Make a plan, have it mapped out. I'm trying to be on a map now, so we can tour the whole map out. I'm one of the best on the track then, now I'm one of the best on the track now. You really think you could beat me? You need to sit your boy right back down. No, I will never back down. We all know that's a fact now. So go and make this the last round, cause I'm fuckified with the brat now. I won't checks with a lot of O's, cause right now I need it. You ain't never gonna make the pros, cause you ain't never believed it. I'm always aiming to my goals until I achieve them. They ain't bout it, then leave them. Most of them misleading. Raise up, if you tryna get paid up. Everybody grinding cause the struggle is what made us. Time to level up so we get to different stages. We on our way up, we on our way up. Raise up, if you tryna get paid up. Everybody grinding cause the struggle is what made us. Time to level up so we get to different stages. We on our way up, we on our way up. Complex.
And we back. And
we
back.
And we kept him here because I held him hostage.
Yeah, we had to
Facts.
hold him for a little bit.
We got a lit conversation going on. So the question is, these lit conversations, as y'all know, come from either me just talking to somebody or, having a conversation or hearing something, when your head on the swivel, and you hear something when you sitting at the table eating or something like that, and you be like, what the heck are they talking about? So this conversation came because I was talking to a friend of mine, and we was talking about basically finding a time to live out your dream, okay? And so the question is, would you or could you alternate in job breaks with your spouse? As in, he works for 2 years, and she gets to live out her dream, and then she has to work for 2 years while you live out your dream, just to come together so everybody has time to do their passion, and y'all will alternate that back and forth till everybody gets to where they need to be.
No. No, because when I'm not living my dream for 2 years, what am I doing?
You're working. Like, you're supposed to, she works for 2 years, and in that time, you're building up what you need to do, whether it be something that, say you want to travel. You traveling that 2 years, or say like comedy. Hey, I want to really focus on my comedy. You paying the bills, you holding it down, I'm going to do this. And then when them 2 years are up, you switch, and then either your comedy is at the level where you can take care of all the income or something, but she gets to move and do out her dreams, or vice versa, whoever goes first.
But comedy is a consistent thing. You can't take off. So if I don't do comedy for 2 years, what am I? It's like a musician, like an artist. Like if I don't create,
you can still do comedy, but then in those 2 years you'd have, like you do now, you work at a barbershop and you do comedy. So you would have to then, in those 2 years, if comedy is not sustaining the life that you need to live, you would have to now you got comedy, you're gonna have to get a job.
But I'm already doing that though, so I don't understand. Like you talking about if I'm up there and once I get there,
no, I mean,
or at this level,
you're thinking of it literally as you are now. I'm thinking like in the sense of you don't do comedy, you don't do nothing right now, okay? You just a regular dude, working a regular job,
right?
Okay, you meet this girl, and y'all both have dreams. You're trying to do comedy, okay? And she's trying to do whatever it is she want to do.
Gotcha.
You get a job, she don't have to work for the first 2 years. Then once she, do whatever she got to do, hopefully it, flourishes over, she has to then take over the bills so you can then go do your dream. Can you do that with your spouse?
So if she hasn't been doing nothing for 2 years, how's she gonna just take over the bills?
Because y'all have to set that up in a sense of like, okay, well, your 2 years is coming down. It's time for you to go ahead and start applying for some jobs. So when my 2 years come on, you.
Okay. So basically, if whatever she set out to do after the 2 years, if it's not hitting, then
she gotta get a job and take over the bills. So then you can go on and do your stuff.
Okay. I mean, it sounds cool.
It sounds like a decent concept, but it doesn't sound like a concept I can really fully commit to.
Yeah, with my situation and my wife, I don't think we could do that. Right now,
like that.
Cause my lady, she'll work, man. She'll work of art. She a handful, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I remember I was probably out of work for like a few months, maybe 2 months at that, and she was going through it then. You know what I'm saying? So I can imagine 2 years.
I'll tell you that a lot, man.
You know.
Women today, they can't take you. They can't take you not bringing no bread.
Because I've been the breadwinner. Like we've been together 10 years, married 6, and I've been the breadwinner the whole time. Like it's been, stints where she didn't work for years because it was just me, and she was doing her thing. But I'm telling you, those few months when Derrick right here was off work, man.
He was going in.
Yeah, I'm like after week 1 and like I can't do this no more. You need to get a job. I'm like, I'm trying, bro. Like, come on now. It's been a week. I've been doing this for 10 years almost. But yeah, I don't think with our situation like that, we ain't got no room for no stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think your average woman really gonna be like, nah, nigga, you ain't sitting around.
Some are different. I know women that take care of men.
Really?
There's women like he said, there are women out there who take care of men, let them do their stuff like that. There are, that pay the bills. That if it's not stressing them in the sense of like, well, I got to take care of my bills anyway. You just happen to live here too. Like it happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why can't they work and like pursue their dreams at the same time?
I mean, obviously that's an option.
Well, he was just saying this concept. He's combative. He's a humble. He's a humble combative.
That's what a lot of people do. But I was trying to figure out: is it possible, and could it be something? And people, if y'all are listening, chime in. Let me know if y'all are out there. Is it something that is even possible? Or is it like that's too far fetched? This day and age is impossible, or that's something that needed to happen back in
the reason why I said that is like it's basically hard enough for like one paycheck basically to come in to like support everybody. Or just maybe better have 2 paychecks coming in than one because much better.
But aren't you foreign? Aren't you supposed to take care of your woman and she's to stay home?
First
and
of all, don't call him foreign.
Well, you gotta call him foreign.
I am foreign.
He is foreign.
But you can't just be one going with like, you foreign.
I'm saying he is foreign. So that's not saying anything. That's like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like
cool to be foreign.
If I move where he's from,
yeah.
If I move where he's from, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be foreign, or I'll be the domestic guy.
You're foreign.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I get you.
But you think your household can? I mean, it's hard to live off one paycheck.
That's true. That's true. It's difficult, but there's some people that's bringing in that bread.
It's difficult, but it's not impossible.
They got some people bringing in that bread, and they get in and they able to sustain everything. You know what I mean?
That's
and maintain
true.
Everything. So.
I remember when we had one income a few years back when I was making pretty good money, and I just had a job, and it seemed like everything was getting paid, all that. We had extra money and stuff like that. But when she got a job, it seemed like we had less money. It's like I don't know how that works. You know what I mean? Like you working now, I'm still working, I'm still getting money. Like why do we have less now? I think because
y'all start to buy more, y'all start to do more.
That's probably what it is.
Y'all think y'all have more money, so y'all got more to do. Y'all add stuff on the list.
You have more experience happening. You know what I'm saying? You do 2 or 3 more movie dates, and then when you're gonna do movies, you're gonna go stop at an Applebee's or one of these other little places. Now. Or you know what I'm saying?
And then now there's 2 people driving to work, so then that's
more gas.
More gas. Then
if you got kids, childcare.
Yeah. Then the more you move around, you're gonna get hungry.
Yeah.
So you just sit at home and chill.
And then you got a little extra check.
You know what I'm saying? If you
got a little extra check, so you know them shoes.
Tight, you can't smoke no weed.
For real, man.
So
it's a lot of variables in there.
A lot of variables. When money get better, shit just start to the life.
You start doing more, right? Yeah. You buy more clothes, you buy more shoes, you eat out more. You know what I'm saying? Even though you got groceries in the house, you're like, I don't even want that. Stuff in the house don't even look good no more.
Groceries. You just went and made all the groceries they got at the grocery store.
For real. Sometimes you don't want groceries. Sometimes you want fast food. You know what I'm saying?
You want
somebody to cook it for you.
You want to know that you're privileged enough with your hard work that, hey, run along.
Run along. Fix my plate.
Bring me my supper.
Supper. I want to talk about supper.
Oh.
I've never had supper.
You had dinner.
I've had dinner.
Never had supper.
Yeah, I've had dinner. I've never had. What is supper?
What is your difference between dinner and supper?
I think supper is served before sundown.
Supper is like the 6, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, and
6, 7.
Dinner is like 7, 8.
Dinner is, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Supper is like when you come home from school.
Yeah.
Go wash up, guys. We're about to have supper like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta wash up before supper.
You did your homework
because you got breakfast. You got brunch, lunch.
I hate brunch.
Yeah, because it's really a motherfucker running late for breakfast.
That's what it is.
I woke up late.
Yeah, I woke up late.
And I'm trying to get something in right before lunch.
I still want them eggs.
I want the eggs, but I want a cheeseburger at the same time.
They running that thing at 10:59. Y'all still got eggs?
Please. I'll take whatever eggs you got.
Whatever you got. I don't care. They don't even eat high fried hard. They just fry them hard and cut them up.
Yep.
But supper, and I think supper is after school. You know what I mean?
Supper's
After you've
supper's
done
quick.
your homework.
Yeah, that's normally you get out of school at like 3, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
you've done your homework by 4, 5-ish and stuff, you know.
You have supper.
Then
You
you
have
got to,
supper.
because then you got to have supper.
But Dad ain't get home yet. But then when Dad get home, and then y'all can watch our favorite show.
Yeah, this where you all watch TV and eat at the same
And
time.
then here comes dinner.
Okay, so supper is before dinner.
Yes. So
That's
you
because
got it.
that's because
Breakfast.
our people get off later.
Yeah.
So we
People
don't
get off
even
at
miss.
6.
And our parents are working like 10, 12 hours. And then if there's one single parent household a lot of times. So fuck the dinner. You just going to get breakfast and you're going to get the unsustainable breakfast. You're going to get shit that's going to make you hype.
Right.
Like,
Pop Tarts.
yes,
Pop-Tarts,
and then
Capri
mini
Suns.
mini
Granola
muffins,
bars.
Mini muffins are good.
Granola bars.
Fruit
dry,
snacks.
Dry cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't get no milk because I ain't had
That's how
time.
my
I was
grandma used
busy.
And the
to
fruit
eat. My
snacks.
grandma
Don't forget the
used to
fruit
have little
snacks.
milks
You eat fruit snacks for breakfast?
and dry cereal.
Yeah, it's fruit.
Nah,
I ain't
that's
giving
close.
That's
enough.
not really.
Fruit snacks is
how
fruit.
that
It's 100%
goes.
fruit juice,
That's flavoring,
right?
It's not really.
You
how
can't do that?
goes.
I don't know if we out here eating fruit snacks for breakfast.
I love fruit snacks.
Yeah,
I don't,
that's his inner thought.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I don't know. We're gonna have to veto that. Sorry, we're gonna take.
Veto?
We're gonna have to take that off the list. That's,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
not gonna work.
But by the way, what's your favorite snack, man? When you just chilling, what would you like to get snacked out on when you playing a video game?
I
What's
like
your favorite video game and your favorite snack?
favorite video game is 2K.
My guy.
Okay, I'm a 2K guy. Boom.
What's your
what
mind
system?
player?
Huh?
What system?
Xbox. That's
Oh, you
Oh,
fired.
no.
Best
Please
system.
go.
PlayStation.
Go
And
ahead
Evo
and take-
Xbox.
Okay, we
Phone.
sorry
Phone.
we had you extend.
PlayStation.
Come on,
4,
man.
Sorry, we had you extend. Go ahead and
PlayStation
dismiss
4.
The
yourself.
Xbox.
PlayStation 4, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Not. What's your favorite snack?
I love Sour Patches. Like as far as
Sour
candy, yeah, I love Sour Patch
That's the
Kids.
shit.
man.
He eating fruit snacks, Sour Patch. He
Sour
ain't
Patch
eating no
Kids.
kind
I
of
like
milk.
oatmeal cream pies, Flamin' Hots.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, bro.
You know,
I'm big on like I
Snack
like
guy.
ice cream, cuz. And when I do, I get the.
When
big
you
one.
playing the game, you playing ice cream?
No. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
How do you even like?
You
put
can
it
do it,
to
it's possible.
Like, how do
Nah,
you-
you got spoon and
You
ice
can-
cream in the bowl.
put on your lap or something on the
You know what I'm
side.
saying? I got my table. I'm all set up.
But
You gotta have a
ice cream,
setup.
Like when you in the game, how does
Ice
that
cream
even work?
gonna
The
melt.
ice cream, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like
No,
it's
because I'm gonna
melted.
pause the game and I'm gonna get to the ice cream, and
Exactly.
then I like to eat my vanilla ice cream with graham crackers.
You pause.
The graham
You
crackers?
in the middle of 2K.
That sounds good.
You done
graham
got you a bowl of ice cream. You pause in the game in the middle
Or-
of 2K.
Pecans. I like to get butter pecan and add pecan to them.
That's real.
Butter
old.
pecan
Old
ice
people
cream?
Like butter pecan.
Honey
Yeah,
roasted
that's
pecans.
true.
Honey
It's old
roasted
people ice
pecan.
cream.
Honey roasted pecan.
Honey roasted pecans.
And then put them in the pecan or regular vanilla.
Man, that sounds like
What?
a
I
meal.
like to take vanilla
You
or
got fat
cookies
boy
and cream
moments.
Mhm.
and add cookies to the cookies and cream.
But you give me ideas.
I
About
eat them straight out the tub. I don't get the small pint. I get the tub, and I go for everything I know.
You go for the
I
gusto,
go
man.
for everything I know.
I like that.
That's why I don't buy that at the house because I don't have the discipline. See, I know between the woman and snacks, I don't really have a discipline like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, I so want to just be married and have like a wife and fuss about stupid, simple shit.
That's what you do. Fuss about stupid and simple
You know
shit.
what I'm saying?
That's what you do.
I just so want to do that. I want to come home, babe. Let me fucking tell you. Chris ain't the fucking job.
You know, when
Remember
I said
Chris?
that when you come home from work and you tell your wife something that happened at work, you was really upset by that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, babe, would you believe what happened to me at
Yeah.
work today? Like,
Yeah.
because that's what my wife does to me every
Yeah.
day.
Yes. But it was crazy because their complaints is shit like, babe, like, what's up, babe? She fucking did it again. First thing, you didn't tell me the first time. So I don't even know what the
But they
fucking
will
again
swear
is.
they swear they did
I
tell
don't know
you.
what the fucking again is. I don't know what the sequel to the first bullshit.
They'll swear they told you. I told you all that. I
don't know.
told you.
I don't know. I have no idea. Just fucking again. I'm just ride with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to catch it. Because she's going to give me something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every fucking time, and it's always vague. I'm like, ooh, I mean, what up?
You gotta piece it
You're
together.
trying to catch it.
Because see, then she gonna tell me I don't pay enough attention. See, I know this was gonna go because she and her emotions. Her emotions is like this. She's totally unstable. She's swinging in and out. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She bobbing like Mayweather with the Philly shell defense. You know what I'm saying? On the ropes with it. She all over.
Yep.
So then it's just like, here you go. She's like, yeah. And every time I put my shit in the refrigerator, oh, got it. Okay. She likes to eat food. Okay.
Okay.
I see where she's going with it. She does it every fucking time, and she just don't take it and fucking at least wash the bowl. She's gonna fucking leave a little bit there. Kind of like how you do with the fucking milk. I'm like, oh shit.
Now it's on me.
And then
now.
it's
Now it's
your
on me.
fault.
Came to me.
Right.
Fuck,
It's
how
on
did
me
this
now.
shit segue into me? So yeah, man, I just can't wait to get to that point, man. And much success to you, man, with
No
the
doubt, man.
marriage continuously.
Thank
being
you, man.
inspiration to us thought niggas out here. Like the engineer, he's a foreign thought nigga.
Mr. Engineer.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Nah,
God.
I'm
just
faithful. I'm faithful.
Oh,
He's faithful.
Okay, I thought
Okay.
you-
My girl listening.
I'm
right
sorry,
now.
love.
He's like, she's listening.
Duke will have you messed up.
Try-
Duke will have your whole life
I just
messed
see him. Listen, I just see him come to my show and just
Yeah.
kick it. So I
If
just
you
never
are,
seen
if you his
Miss
girl,
Foreign.
you don't do nothing.
I never
Yeah.
seen Miss Foreign.
Duke
Miss
had
Foreign.
you-
Nah, she in Miami.
She in Miami?
Oh, it's a
so he
long
like,
distance
see
relationship.
that? So he kind of thought, no,
No.
Stop trying to ruin
Don't
his
listen,
household.
Duke.
No, don't listen.
I'm saying though,
Stop
listen,
trying
man.
to ruin his household.
Shout out to
Duke
long
had
distance
you jacked up.
relationships. Shout out
Yeah.
to Miss Foreign in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Hurley, man.
Major shout out to
Mad
Miss
that her
Hurley,
name is
man.
Miss Foreign now. Like,
Miss Foreign. I know.
so
Mr. Foreign and Miss Foreign.
and Mr. Foreign.
That's
This the
how it
whole
is.
beauty pageant. Mr. and Mrs. Foreign.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on in this piece?
The Foreigns.
Anyway, thank you for coming in. We absolutely had a great time. We're going to play the next song. It is The Season, Chosen. Because all of y'all are chosen to be great.
We lit.
No doubt.
Know who the fuck I am. I'm really that nigga though. Yeah. Season.
Looks like you lost another one.
Just got woke up last night and got my deeds up. Buy a motherfucking certified beats up. Then I woke up in the morning, caught that Bentley truck. Ran through a whole bag, better run some more up. Don't know me from my cannon, baby, they gon' show me that. $250,000 every time we pullin' up. Bruce Lee, Roy Glow, I be glowing. Got a nigga really feeling like I'm chosen. Jumped up in the game with a brick and a gun. I just fucked your bitch and wiped my dick off with a tongue. You know how it go when you done, gotta light a blunt. Staring at my ice, it feels like looking at the sun. When you leaving how I leave, gotta keep it off safety. I might cop a new AP, straight jacket that lady. I be driving her crazy. When she want the code love, I'm driving Miss Daisy. I drive 80 on my wrist, black mambo. I damn near do anything for lil' mama. Mind control, she made me feel less of a monster. She gon' give me more head than a conscious. Yeah. Just got woke up last night and got my deeds up. Buy a motherfucking certified beats up. Then I woke up in the morning, caught that Bentley truck. Ran through a whole bag, better run some more up. Don't know me from my cannon, baby, they gon' show me that. $250,000 every time we pullin' up. Bruce Lee, Roy Glow, I be glowing. Got a nigga really feeling like I'm chosen. Yeah. I need to be cooked, dog, I'm really that raw. Just knowing the shit, no really dog, I really belong in the stall. Watch them they fly, they claim they apart, but they weren't really involved. I pay the cars to be the boss, they stealing them, spilling the sauce. I'm killing them off, and I can't get these stains off my hands. When I figured I was chosen, it wasn't the same again. Stratosphere, I went from broke problems into multi-million-dollar issues. Fake chains to Cuban links with ice on it, cold as igloos. I damn near do anything for lil' mama. Mind control, she made me feel less of a monster. She gon' give me more head than a conscious. Yeah. Just got woke up last night and got my deeds up. Buy a motherfucking certified beats up. Then I woke up in the morning, caught that Bentley truck. Ran through a whole bag, better run some more up. Don't know me from my cannon, baby, they gon' show me that. $250,000 every time we pullin' up. Bruce Lee, Roy Glow, I be glowing. Got a nigga really feeling like I'm chosen. Yeah.
Visit AtlantaNX.IBNXradio.com for the latest in community news, sports, and local entertainment. Get your business and event listed in our online directory. Advertising opportunities and more are available at AtlantaNX.IBNXradio.com. Visit us today.
IBNX Radio. IBNX Radio. IBNX Radio.
IBNXradio.com.
Right there. And we're back. Duke Desdoon, Litt Netwrk. Put your headset on, please, ma'am. Not you, sir. I'm not gonna talk to you. Yeah, you too big and black for me to talk aggressive to. You might go fight. Yeah, there you go. Put your headset on. Excuse me, big brother. Appreciate you. So who we got in the building?
Sippi, boy, Tia.
You have to put an accent with it? You
Yeah,
want to be
yeah.
foreign. See, all the domestic women want to be foreign. She run around here like a cutlass with a European cap. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be a hater all your
want
life.
to be foreign, man.
Don't be a hater.
Shit, man.
All your life.
So,
Sometimes you just gotta stop
Sippi
hating.
boy.
Yes,
So I'm
sir.
assuming you from Mississippi.
He came in with the book bag, the shirt.
Book bag.
Let me see your socks. Oh, you ain't even got no socks.
He got his ankles lotioned up. He got his ankle. He got the no sock socks.
Those is low socks.
Yeah,
Them like,
that's the no-show
that's
socks.
not even ankle socks. Those is like bottom of the feet socks.
They're them the no-show socks. But so man, my man, like how long have you been in Atlanta?
October made 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
What brought you to Atlanta? Music?
Different scenery, and I had family out here, but also music.
Okay. Cool.
So you are a promoter.
Yes.
What made you want to be out here promoting? Like, why didn't you like let me be a rapper, let me be a singer, let me?
That ain't my calling. I can't hold a tune to save my life.
Okay.
But you're a fan of music, so you want to get it out there.
Yeah.
You like a lot of independent music, a lot of independent new artists.
Right.
Do you dabble in the artist development aspect, or you just help them promote their music out, get them book shows, things of that nature?
Or are you a club promoter? Like, do you just?
I do club promotion and artist promotion also. But yeah, as far as that, I help artists get their music out. I'm also on another radio station called Streets on Lock Radio. We air on Tuesdays. Basically, my showcases are just to help artists build their fan base and get their music heard by different people.
Okay. That's what's up, man. How long have you been in the industry of music and promotion?
10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
So you took this with you from Mississippi?
Right.
What part of Mississippi are you from?
Brookhaven.
Brookhaven. Have you ever heard of Tylertown, Mississippi?
Yeah, that's like 15, 20 minutes where I'm from.
My people from Hackley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's where they race them cars and ride them Tennessee Walkers. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New Orleans originally. So
okay. That's
so are you a Saints fan?
Yeah.
My nigga. All right, cool. All right.
Boo.
Not at all. Get it in blood. Where's your tattoo at?
Boo.
You ain't got no Falcon tattoo.
Boo.
Falcons.
Come on, it make you itch, right?
You know, ironically, I want a falcon tattoo, but I'm scared. I need
Why?
somebody to go hold my hand.
I go with you. I go with you.
Huh?
You got tattoos?
I have a tattoo, one
A?
tattoo.
Yeah.
And like I want 3 more. Like I had my sister. My sister, she
3 more.
She draws, and so she drew me 2 tattoos. One of them, she drew me a falcon tattoo, and I looked at it. I was like, oh, that's too much detail. I need I need a little less.
Nah, you got to get the detail. That's what make you appreciate. That's what make you appreciate.
I
But
need somebody to hold
what
my
it is
hand.
you have to get it. It's placement. You have to find a place that you know you're gonna showcase the tattoo. You know what I'm saying? But you also want it to like, okay, well, how do I wear my clothes? You know, how am I gonna be able to showcase the tattoo? You're gonna go classic arm. I hope you don't go chest. I don't think anything on the chest for me. It just takes away from the woman's softness.
So
for
like
me,
I
hope you don't
decided
go
in my
chest.
mind, like my first tattoo is on my leg. So I decided like if I get another one, I have to now stay like everything has to be like on that side of my body. Like
Oh, so you one of those
So
people?
you wouldn't just jump around from side to side?
no, it's got to be on that side, and it might just have to be like I might have to stick with my leg. Like I it's really weird. I don't know why, but
You don't want to get it on the other leg to balance it
no,
out?
I think that's weird. No, I don't want like a whole bunch of tattoos sitting in my lap. That'd be just weird.
So why you don't get it on your back and your calf? That's not
I feel like
sexy
that's
enough.
gonna hurt.
That's not sexy
My
enough.
friend has a tattoo on the side of her cat, but I don't really like. I don't really like a cat.
Now, would you get it big and gaudy where it take up a thigh, like a quarter section of a thigh?
like a Cardi B type tat. How she
Yeah,
had
like
whole
that type of
little-
thing. Would you go there and get the big falcon like that? That'd be gangster though for somebody to be able to enjoy it.
I don't know. Again, I'm still kind of scared. Like I feel like it's gonna hurt.
What's your first tattoo?
So my first tattoo is it's a real childish tattoo.
What is that?
It says princess.
So that was a nickname?
It was a nickname. Somebody that I was talking to used to call me their princess. So it was a nickname at that time.
And,
but like the
and he
reason,
paid for it.
No, like
Oh.
me and one of my homegirls, one of my best friends, we was really just riding around Stone Mountain. And she was like, "Hey, let's get a tattoo." I was like, "I don't mind for no tattoo, girl. What's wrong with you?" She was like, "Nah, that's cool." She was like, "Okay, you pay half, I pay the other half, cause like we just need to get a tattoo." Like it was just one of them crazy moments. And so we pulled up to the tattoo spot, and I looked at the wall because I wasn't thinking of getting no tattoo. So it's not like I had a picture of a tattoo in my head, right? So we pull up. I look at the wall. I was like, I don't really want none of these. My nickname is actually Pooh. My mom has named me Pooh since I was like little.
Pooh.
Like
so you wouldn't get
like
Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
P-O-O.
Yeah.
Oh, and the H?
P-O-O-H. Yeah.
Okay.
Like Winnie the Pooh. Like so much so that my family, like a lot of my cousins and stuff, didn't know my name was Tony for like a long time. But so I was like, I don't really want that on me. That's a little much. So we left there, went to Kroger. It was like prom season. Found the tiara, took the page out. Didn't buy the whole magazine. Took the page out the book. Took it back to the dude for him to draw it out and write princess on my leg. So that is.
So you have a tiara and
and
princess.
The word princess. Like princess is on top of the tiara. Or the tiara is on top of princess.
Are you satisfied with that tattoo, or are you looking for a cover-up?
No, I would keep it. Like it reminds me of a funny memory, so I would definitely keep it. I wouldn't cover it.
Okay, so you don't feel a distaste with the tattoo. Okay, so it's something you can accept. All right, I guess that's pretty cool. I'm gonna tell you my tattoo story. My first tattoo on the back of my arms, I paid for 'em with a VCR and porn tapes.
That's real New Orleans.
On top of that, the guy was a Hispanic guy. And this is New Orleans. There wasn't a lot of them. So he was.
That's really weird because the guy who did my tattoo, which is like the real kicker, he only had one hand.
That's fucking crazy. You should never go to a tattoo guy with one hand.
He had like one of the little short hands. And then he had
That's
like.
crazy. So,
but he was like the best. Like everybody was like, "Yo, that's like the greatest."
You got to go to Hands. His name Hands. His name Hands. You got to go to Hands, my nigga. Like Hands gonna get you. Yeah. I know what you want.
That's why like the story is so funny. Like I wouldn't.
That's hilarious. But yeah, I gave that guy that. But he didn't tell me. He did not tell me I couldn't scratch. So I'm just out there scratching, playing basketball, shirt off. I'm just scratching. Scratch the name completely out of there. Like we know when the scab and it going through the process. I did not know at all. I was totally oblivious to tattooing. That was my first homemade introductory to tattooing. So I wouldn't even cover that. People say, "Me come on," like, man, whatever. It's funny. It's a funny fucking story. I paid with it with porn. He's like, "Yo, what you got? Just give me something." Everybody, like, you gotta give me something. Like I was like, I had weed that I was not giving up because it was some chocolate top back then, and that was some fucking exotic shit. And I had VCR or whatever, and I was going porn and shit because I was like, I don't watch porn no more. I'm older. I'm fucking 17, 18.
You grown.
I got hoes. You know what I'm saying? I got me a car. Got a Nissan Stanza. You know what I'm saying? 89. That was the baby Maxima. Look at the fucking wheels.
Oh my goodness.
And that's my story with the tattoo. Do you have a bad tattoo story?
Or just a weird tattoo?
Oh, you fucking cooler than us. You just super fucking cooler than us.
She's like, I had a plan.
See, yes, this shit was well thought out.
Yeah, I thought all mine out.
Yeah,
all
I fuck
them
with my
have
man.
purpose.
You know what I'm saying? I paid him up front in installments
we have
so he could
tattoo
take
parties.
this serious.
I went back about 3-4 times to get this whole sleeve.
Hey man, them tattoo parties. You ever go to tattoo parties?
No, I haven't been to
Oh,
one.
bro.
I want to do one though.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet man, them tattoo parties is wild. Like the stuff that women be wanting.
And
like,
where
wow.
they be wanting.
And I'm gonna tell you another.
I have a friend who does tattoo parties.
Listen, I got a cousin.
I'm scared to go.
He wanted to. He's from the 8 Wall of New Orleans, and they call them the 8 Wall Animals. I'm from the 7 Walls, like the 7 Wall Hardies. Everybody got like a fucking nickname.
Like Zone 3, Zone 6.
That type of shit, right? Mm-hmm. So this dude attempts to do. He wanted the jungle on his back because it's like he's an 8 Wall animal. So he wanted different animals. So he was on like a lion head. So he went with like a panther crawling up in the upward crawl position.
That sounds painful.
He started with the panther at the bottom. He couldn't take the pain. So now he has a lower back tattoo of a Black Panther crawling up. It's totally fucked up for him when he take his shirt off.
From the bottom going.
Hell no.
Because it was going to be just different animal. You know what I'm saying? That was his concept. But they didn't start from the top. And let me do the lion and put this, had a fucking, like the road tie elephant coming with the steam and, you know what I mean? Then the rhino on the side with the fucking tusk. Nah, that nigga started, I was like, that. He must don't like you.
Like on the side, back.
It's on the lower back.
Like right above that little bum.
Not quite in the middle, kind of angled off.
On the side.
But it ain't cool looking. Like it ain't angled where it's swinging this way up under the ribs. It's more angled up, like it's coming up the back. It's too sexy. It's too sexy looking. Like I'm like, nah, I couldn't wear that.
Like a tigress type thing going on.
Yes.
Like a seductive
I'm
woman.
like, nah, I can't wear that. Like I can't wear that. Like, nah. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. Do you have any back tattoos?
Yeah, I got
How many tattoos do you have?
altogether 20 plus.
20.
Yeah, but my back tattoo is my sister's. All 4 of my sister's name.
That's super cool. That's super cool. So, are you the only boy?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Were you overprotective of your sisters? Or you just had too many of them? It's too much shit to be trying to protect?
I don't say overprotective, but I'm very protective of them.
Okay.
So,
Do you have any kids?
I have one, a daughter.
I'm pretty sure you're definitely protective over your queen, your little princess.
That's all I need.
How old is she?
11.
That's awesome, man. So I have some years ahead of me.
All right, so I do gotta ask, where did you come up with Sippi Boy ENT?
From Mississippi. So I took the end part of Mississippi and just came up with Sippi Boy.
Okay. I guess I didn't even. You know what? I really didn't process.
You
that
didn't process that? We just said. I just had a whole.
Yeah, because most people be like,
I mean,
it's
I
because
know
you
you're
like
from
to drink.
Mississippi, but like
I do
just,
like to drink, but that's not where it comes from.
That's what I was thinking. I was like sipping.
No, Mississippi. Nah, I knew that just off. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi. No, Mississippi.
Like you like turn up, boy. Like I was thinking like turn up, drinking, pull up. Like
Sippy boy.
Or like actually
That's
when I
almost
first saw it,
a wino's type of term. Like
when I first saw it, I was thinking like on a mommy turn, like sippy cup.
Oh.
So I was just, I was really trying to analyze that a little too deep. My bad.
Yeah,
it's okay.
My bad.
But now how long have you said you've been doing this? 10 years, correct?
Yeah.
How many artists do you represent at this moment that for helping them with their promotion and things of that nature and development?
I actually just signed a group on this past week called Young Lick Savages.
What's the name again?
Young Lick Savages.
Young Litt Savages.
Yeah.
Oh, they got lit in there. We need their music.
Yeah. So I'm representing them right now.
He just got him this week. He got to make sure everything finessing right.
That's cool. Let the ink dry. And then we could get things popping.
Yeah. So yeah, they pretty hot. They got a lot of hit singles out.
Okay.
So yeah, I just.
What's their age range?
They both just graduated high school. So.
Okay. So they're gonna go from 15, 14 all the way up to like 27.
They just graduated high school.
Yeah.
Nah, because 27-year-olds, as long as they play it in the club and strip club shit, they gonna fucking.
Oh yeah, it's all club music. They got some music for the ladies. Yeah, they got a lot of energy. So yeah, they're ready.
The same music they play at your school dance. That's why we fucked up. It's the same music they play at the dance. They playing at the club. The same exact music. Your mama or auntie or Titi is twerking at the club, and the little niece and daughter is twerking at
what I really
house
hate
party.
is when they take ratchet music and try to make it kids pop music.
Yes.
Like
I hate
that blows my mind. I'd be like, oh my God.
Yes.
Like they be like, bust down, Tatiana, bust down. I be like,
listen. They even got the they ever seen the character kids parties and they be having a little minis popping and twerking and it's like man twerking has contaminated the world. Everybody's twerking.
Yeah, I saw one of Dora the Explorer today on Facebook.
Yes.
I think they was playing a Megan Thee Stallion song. I think that's what it was.
Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion because she got her VMA club today.
Yeah, and she rocking. She rocking. You know what I'm saying? She rocking. And shout out to her old man. You know, he got a hot album out right now. You know, Money Bag.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to come back, talk with you, see what you got going on in your network, let people know how to follow you, follow your people. You know what? I really don't know who the artist of this is because y'all just sent me a song, but it's called Act of Kindness. So if this your song, hit me up and let me know so we can give you a proper intro.
Artist unknown, Act of Kindness. We lit!
That might be your new name.
Every time I wake up, feel my blessings going up. Every time they going up, every day they going up. Every time I wake up, feel my blessings going up. Every time they going up, every day they going up. They gon' take your kindness for a weakness, baby. You know you got the power, I don't need to say it. Just be pure and get that feeling that'll never fade. Cause when they try to play you, you just keep it player. They gon' take your kindness for a weakness, baby. You know you got the power, I don't need to say it. Just be pure and get that feeling that'll never fade. Cause when they try to play you, you just keep it player. Can the feds in the church please say amen? Pray for a nigga on the way to getting bigger, cause the pressure to do better weighs in. That was for the dough when the hoes came in. Trying to find love, but it just ain't it. So I gotta take it back a notch. Cause when the pockets get fat, they gon' ask a lot. Get your blessings, be humble, and pass the rock. That's how it has to rock. So you can find me floating, I'm just feeling the vibe. Trying to flip these tracks, trying to have your back so we good for the rest of our lives. But alright, went here last Sunday, but I got faith on my side. So to right by you, then tap your neighbors, tell them to open their eyes.
They gon' take your kindness for a weakness, baby. You know you got the power, I don't need to say it. Just be pure and get that feeling that'll never fade. And when they try to play you, you just keep it player. They gon' take your kindness for a weakness, baby. You know you got the power, I don't need to say it. Just be pure and get that feeling that'll never fade. And when they try to play you, you just keep it player. Yeah. Okay, maybe one day, me and Stick pull up to live on Sunday. Called it a fun day, sponge in the ocean, you feeling the motion. This how I coastin', yeah, I'm feeling the motion, yeah. You hearing the noise in yeah, my niggas ain't got no fear. Taking my kindness for weakness, I guess calm up off defense. Watching back niggas, she creeping. So you find the spot, she leaking. Put a guard up, back on defense. Acting brand new, then she cheating. Back to you, nigga, it's a sequence. But lucky I ain't got no car, but lucky I ain't got no drama. Lucky I got my niggas, lucky I got my partners. Lucky I got my honor, lucky I made it this far without my father. Guess that's for starters. These niggas that made me a martyr, the best one since Dwayne Carter. So high I'm a Skywalker, someone tell Luke I'm his father. They tryna bring that to a star, but I got the heart of a lion. They know I ain't lying.
Take your kindness for a weakness, baby. Yeah. You know you got the power, I don't need to say it. Just be pure and get that feeling that'll never fade. Cause when they try to play you, you just keep it player. They gon' take your kindness for a weakness, baby. You know you got the power, I don't need to say it. Just be pure and get that feeling that'll never fade. Cause when they try to play you, you just keep it player. Yeah.
Damn, I've been too kind and that shit hurts. They gon' pay you less than what you're worth. Treat you like yesterday was your birth. And put their best interests first. Act of kindness. Stevie Strange. Christy Shea.
And we back. I like that. From the unknown artist, I like that. I like that. That was lit. Yeah, that was lit. That was lit. I mean, it had a vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? Did a little singing.
Act of kindness.
Act of kindness from artist unknown. That might be your name right there, partner.
That's what I'm saying.
Artist unknown. I like that. Does it sound strong? It sound like if you saw that, like who performing tonight, you saw that on the bill, artist unknown, you'd be like, let me go in that room and take a look at that. Sound like a name. What would you say? If you saw artist unknown, you're a promoter guy.
Would I sign him?
Yeah.
You would want to promote that's off that song, not knowing this person's name.
What is your?
I'm just trying to get
my
that together. Why you putting stuff on stuff and all that?
Like,
Shoe.
It's not even bothering you.
Shoe.
Touching stuff.
You know we putting stuff on stuff.
Stop touching stuff.
Shoe. So we fucked up in here a little bit. So we gotta work with us,
just
bro.
a little throw it off.
Yeah, she gotta work with her. She letting her mane out. You know what I'm saying? And she just being real unruly. You know, I ain't picked my beard.
I wanted to match,
you know
because you see, I got the beard, like the little pieces right here, the little middle part won't grow, so he just leave the two pieces out.
It don't grow. I'm operating with it. Inefficient beard it is.
So he tried to brush it together. You know how you had the comb over, he got the beard over. He tried to mesh it together so it looked full length.
I gotta give it some. I gotta feather it. You know, wake it up a little bit. So I'm gonna get a little into your business. Are you a single man? Or are you committed? Are you married?
Single.
You single? Yeah. So you slinging dick out this motherfucker out here.
I ain't doing it like that. I'm just single.
First of all, what if there's somebody out there who's like, oh, he just sleep? Right. Dude, have your whole life messed up.
He's single. That's what you do when you single.
That's not what
bro,
you do.
Bro, you single?
No, that's not what you do.
Oh, then he like, bro, like, I ain't even telling you my name, nigga. I'm artist unknown, nigga. Oh boy! So
why you be messing people up?
Are you the type of fellow that you really like to keep it to a minimum, until you find that particular person? Then you like to build, or you like to have you enjoy variety? You can say it, man.
I don't like to enjoy a variety. I just like to
find that select one. Yeah, you like exclusive. You like
too much stuff going on in these streets for you to just be slanging all women.
That's true. That's true. Now you gotta watch who you're slinging. You gotta watch who you're slinging.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta find that one.
That's true.
Just stick to it.
Or at least find that two. Find two, right?
No more than 2.
No more.
No more than
He from Mississippi. That's old town rules right there. That's old town rule. When you got your lady here straight, but you make sure the other hen in the hen house is good too. I'm just saying that's old
That's
school
what y'all
rules.
doing out in these streets?
Listen. What all I'm saying is
You done put it on the radio.
sometimes when you buy a vehicle with all
So
4
now-
tires,
so-
you need a spare tire.
A couple of
just in
shows
case.
ago, we was trying to find you a good woman, and now you done told her that you're gonna get her straight, and then she gonna always have him back. I'm
No,
like,
that's
remember
not what
that
I'm
show?
saying. What I'm saying is
Remember
the
that
popular
one show?
thought.
Remember?
The popular thought is that, and that's really all spawned off of the actions that's already been presented to us. That's not nothing new.
I like the way you cleaned it up.
When I
Good
speak
job.
on stuff, I'm not saying this is what I'm gonna do. I'm saying this is what's happening. You see what I'm saying? So
That's a good cleanup.
you can't just try to pair me to the content that you see coming out.
I'm not comparing. I'm just asking
Like for instance,
questions
as a
'cause it's coming
comedian,
out your
I'm
mouth. I'm the way to know.
observational, right? So in observing something and surveying things, I may just come from a standpoint that that's not really just how I particularly see it. I just may just highlight the elephant in the room. You see what I'm saying? Like I've been in places where somebody breath stink. Like, and people, no one's saying it. I'm like, I know I'm not receiving this by myself. Like, I know I'm not just the only one getting this. And I'm just like, man, somebody need to open a window. And we in a place like this with no windows. And I'm calling for windows. We need a window. We need a vent. We need a church fan. We need to air this place out. Like, we need a fan blowing on swivel. You know what I mean? It's too thick. I can taste it. You know what I mean? Like, that type of shit. Like, for real.
Anyway, moving forward, because you going down a memory lane. I don't know what you.
Taste it.
Yeah,
I don't know where you going down.
That's terrible.
That
man.
mean close your mouth. Don't.
No, I'm just saying. I breathe my mouth over. I got, you know what I'm saying, nasal pass issues and shit, and fucking asthma. So sometimes I might get excited, breathe my mouth open, and something I don't want you. That's terrible.
You wanna take a nap?
Oh, that's terrible. What?
Get all on your tongue.
And be people with the little bill up in the crease of their mouth, all that little cream, and then be hard. You got hard cream in the bill? Come on. I'd rather not. You're gonna have to text me, bro.
Oh my goodness. Back to you and your business. Because he'll be here all night. Don't let him do it to you. He'll be here all night.
So tell us about what you got going on. What's some new artists? Give us like, how many artists do you have in total?
I really don't have artists, but
What are you promoting now? What you got?
A lot of artists do. I got my own showcase called the Indie Artist Takeover.
Okay.
So you have a platform where artists can come and get their. Do you do beat battles at your platform?
Nah.
Can I come beatbox?
No. No. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna pass to you. You gave me. I said something decently valid. He was like, no. And you gonna say some foolishness. He was considering it because he didn't fucking hit you with a quick no.
Because you a hater.
If she wanted to do it, I'll give her a try.
But you ain't
I
gonna
turn her down.
You ain't gonna turn it because it's beautiful. You ain't gonna turn it. And he's single. That's all I see. I see you single. She pretty.
You stay hating on me
I'm
all
just
the
saying.
time.
I said a beat battle, which is great for
She
producers.
might go from beatboxing and start singing, so you never.
So
know.
you don't take this beat battle for your
I'll do a beat
platform,
battle, yeah.
but you hit no.
You a hater. You
But
a
I don't
hater.
do beat battles at my showcase.
But I think you should do that, dude. You know, get with producers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Do beat battles, have artists come and network, and they can, you know, producers can shop beats and, you know, connect with artists and things.
That sounds dope, though.
Yeah, definitely. What?
I ain't say nothing. Why you look at me?
I'm just saying, because you hate. I see you spewing it up. You cooking it up.
I ain't
You
say
cooking
that.
with all salt.
My hate
all
level
sodium.
is
It's a
not on
sodium
your
pie
head.
here. It's a sodium pie. She's about to slice.
That's you, because you always messing up my opportunities. As soon as somebody tell me yeah, and they tell you,
You know what she
be
like? You
why
know what she
you
like?
hell no?
You know what she like? She's like Martin on Martin, the episode where Gina and Pam was trying to get sing for Biggie. You remember that? That's what the fuck she. Every time we get somebody who got some little clout in this bitch,
she tried to go.
She got it the jugular.
This is a networking show.
She pulled
here.
she
We
pulled
bring
her
business
crew neck down so it could sag a little bit. She's like, damn, I ain't wear the white shirt. Shit.
You right. I didn't put on a cleavage shirt.
So you know.
Whatever.
I guess
that mean I got my opportunity all on my own.
Oh,
ain't
on
even
her
have
own
to,
merit.
ain't even have to put a girls out.
Oh.
Don't be hating.
Look, he was like, I wouldn't be mad.
Wait, first
he was like, damn.
First
damn,
of all,
you ain't bringing the girls.
First of all, the question is before the girls come out, how old are you?
34.
Oh, you over the sorry.
Oh,
you over the,
I'm sorry.
You over the limit.
We forgot to give you the note that she only like him like no less than 27.
I'm like the female Hugh Hefner. Once you get 30, it's like, ugh.
You're broke. You
gotta
She
go.
almost like
She like him young, huh?
almost like R. Kelly, a female R. Kelly. Almost. She just don't
I'm
record it.
not like R. Kelly at all.
And she
My
called
level
them,
starts
she
at 21. You got to buy me a drink.
And she called them silver showers because she's a squirter. Okay, they're not quite golden. There's no dirt in the urethra. Okay.
Dude, I'm over you for the whole week.
Look at
You're
him.
fine. Can we
Look
mute
at
his
him.
mic, please?
Hey, that nigga just, listen, you know you went real, I touched his spirit. He nigga said, oh, that nigga licked his braces. Oh, nigga, that nigga licked his braces. Oh, nigga,
He
hell yeah,
felt that was a visual. You know how
Oh.
sometimes you feel something
Hey,
like
that moved him up in here. And he was like, oh, he reared back in his seat. Oh, nigga. Oh, boy.
Okay, so tell us about your showcase right quick. What
you wanna
goes on? How do artists get onto it?
How can they
what
find
do we
you
need to do?
to book on it? You know.
can just they can find me on Instagram at Sippi SIPPI_BOI_ENT, or they can find me on Facebook at Josh Sippi Boy Pal.
So just to be on the showcase, all we gotta do is jump in your DMs. Like, yo, I'm on it. And that's it. And then we got a spot. Like, we ain't got to try out. You ain't got to hear us. We ain't got to see no music.
Give them your emails in case if they need to contact
Email
you.
is SippiBoyEnt15@gmail.com.
Is that because you started in 2015?
No, it was just something.
Because, you know, like, back in the day, everybody, like, when you had your email.
It was like 97.
Right. Like, I said a question.
Hot Boy Duke, 98. That's when I was 14. That's when I first came off the porch.
Or else you
Plus
use your
Juvenile
birth year.
dropped his hot ass album on 400 Degrees. All type of shit.
Or you use your birth year. Like, I got questions. I need answers.
No, it was just a number I picked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll accept that. Anyway, so let the people know once again where they can follow you on Instagram, Twitter, whatever social media platform you got.
Instagram is Sippi SIPPI_BOI_ENT. Facebook is Josh Sippi Boy Pal. Twitter is the same as my Instagram.
All right. So, once again, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Shout out to all the guests that have come on. And always remember today, tomorrow, and ever stay living in today's time because
we lit!
It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, it's lit. It's lit. And like it ain't lit. L-I-T-T. And like it ain't lit. Yeah, it's lit. It's lit. And like it ain't lit. L-I-T-T. And like it ain't lit. Yeah, we 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 lit. It's lit. Cut the radio up. Grab the phone when the live on. This the latest station in the nation. Get your mind blown. Monday from 9/11, causing hectic 9/11. You ain't heard about from word of mouth. Come here, let me tell you. We got Tony on the mic, the celebrity of ATL, and we got Duke plus my dog.